Oh, we're gonna get dinged for copyrights.
None of these RD Outpost is copyright free. All the music is.
I'm sorry, I got it right here. Stand by, everybody, for the real show.
I'm making my mic go so you hear me talk.
I gotta grab the link.
I'm already. Last name bottle of fucking a bottle of fucking Watch it. Oh, that's an insane amount. Right? He used to write people who do mythology or who do study psychology, philosophy, and etymology, biology, the study of like psychedelics and the impact they have on human brains. Those motherfuckers you know, I had the book I did on my birthday 2 years ago. Last time I did it. They tell you what yeah, it was wild. And that's what I do on a video. Blast, bro. I shut that door for you. And try to be. Well, we got a front folder up right now. So we're about oh, he's in there. So here's the show right here, right? So there's Dallas there, right? Right here, fucking right here, buddy. All right. Right, and so, but we're gonna put it up on the big screen in a minute. Right now, we have 8 people following, 9 people watching it. Waiting.
Who's this black guy, huh? Who's this Negro?
Yeah. Just say you're Wesley. By myself to death, probably Christina. One year from I think my sister did do that up to the whole thing. Yeah, and then I'm gonna head over to the spot. He's the best I've ever seen. I'm fucking it. Mark? That was awesome. He gave her my number. Well, yeah, Hunter hasn't gotten back to her since the last day. So she wondered how it's still alive. Oh, yeah, she's great. No, but we thought about bringing her over. Hey, man, universe is possible. The power to survive and all No, he ain't even the driver's seat yet.
Keanu Reeves, film the new movie Jamaica.
That's amazing, bro. That's so cool. Bro, that is so cool. Yeah, man. So good, it tastes fun. I love it. So I figured I'd get half and half. I have a hard time with the sweet shit, so I have a hard time with it at night. So it's not going to work. Oh, it's going to work. Once they started to add to it, without the innovation. Another thing here. How about this list? I wanted to clear anyway. My mom believes me.
And taking a shave,
I don't know.
and I heard him
Show started.
between a screech and a whistle.
That's it.
I don't know if I got my bass tuned in right.
Happy Canada Day, buddy. You too, brother. You too.
You too, brother. You too.
What's going on?
Oh, welcome in, everybody. Just a cunt hair past 8 o'clock.
9 o'clock, you fucking asshole. Just because your time zone changed doesn't mean you got to make me adapt to your new time zone.
Hey, look, man. I'm in God's time zone.
Fuck God.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm sure that's where you want to be when Jesus shows up, brother.
Gotta get right with Jesus.
All right. We got another episode brought to you by
Pfizer.
1776.
Sorry.
Oh, man. It's good fucking coffee, dude. I can only drink like a half cup. Man, it fucks me up too much, man. It's way too much caffeine.
Mix some
Way
whiskey
too much. Way too much caffeine.
Some of that whiskey in there, boy.
Yeah,
Bourbon.
man. Yeah, now you're talking. All right, this is Under the Tree 420 Sunday hangover coming down. It's the
Oh, I'm
30th
coming
day.
down. I'm coming down.
It's the 30th day of June, my friend. 30th day of June, year of our Lord 2024. And man,
Woo!
the strings. I feel like I'm echoing in here a little bit. Brand new studio, got a little D, not a big D, but a little D.
Yeah.
Who wants the D?
Well, you know what?
I know some Canadians that would like to have it.
Yeah, but you can't cross the border. It's against the law. You're a
That's
felon.
against the law, man. I'm too much of an outlaw to go to Canada.
But you can probably get them if you were an outlaw in Mexico. You'd be able to get into the States now.
Oh fuck yeah, man! No doubt.
You should move to Mexico, and I'll move to the States, and then you can just come to this.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't get to the States either because I'm also
All right, let's both go to Mexico.
I'm also a felon.
Look, that's what we'll have to do. We'll both go to Mexico, and we'll do the show live from Cancun. Hey, they're getting ready to get hit with a fucking hurricane down there, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man. Lots of crazy shit going on. We haven't spoken since the stupid fucking debate.
Yeah, dude. We have intentionally just had a little timeout from each other, so we have not even had one exchange about the debate. I don't think.
It's so funny, man. It's like today's the hangover show. It's like I went out at like 10:30. I went for a walk, like a mile and a half walk to the beer store. And it made my way. And look, the beer was cold when I got back home. It's a mile walk back too.
You should have seen the lineup here at the LCBO because tomorrow's Canada Day, right?
Oh yes, I know.
So it's close.
Liquor
Oh,
store.
buddy, it was just there's like you know what JJ does too, eh? JJ stocks up.
JJ's friend of the show, by the way.
Yeah,
He's a Canuck. Shaved one side of his beard, one side of his head.
he's an animal, man. JJ's a crazy animal.
But he's a if
He's
you're
a living
not-
legend, man.
Hang on, if you're whoever's watching on locals, good on you. But everyone else, be sure to go ahead and join our locals page because it's free. Well, I'm pretty sure it's free right now. It should be free right now. And we're gonna upload all we've probably got enough shit to at least one of us we go to prison depending on what country we're in.
Oh man, yeah. The reason why we are putting that stuff on locals is so that there's a bit of a wall.
Yeah.
So that way, hopefully, the folks that won't just stumble upon it will call the police on us, or at least me.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some. I mean, all right, so we're up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure we're shadow banned to the point where, you have to really look for us on YouTube to find us.
Let's just reminisce over some of the stuff we're talking about. I almost murdered a girl. There's tons of gratuitous nudity.
I think that you're giving yourself a lot of fucking credit there. You didn't
Yeah, I would
almost
say that.
murder
I
a
would
girl. You almost. You
She had to get-
almost wasn't there to witness her suicide.
She had to get some staples.
Oh, that girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
that girl. Yeah.
Friend-
I'm
that's
talking
another
about,
friend of the show,
that's our
Cassie.
logos, bro. Yeah, that's our logo.
Cassie's a friend of the show. I thought she was talking about the actual friends of the show that are dead and gone now.
No, I'm talking about that bloodletting. I'm talking about what we're gonna be posting on locals. Like you got that video, right? Gratuitous nudity. There's been a ton of nudity that we've
tons of nudity, like
way more debaucherous shit than you could ever imagine.
It's like
Confessions, tons of confessions.
It's kind of like
you drunk driving.
Did you ever see the movie? What was the movie? Halle Berry, John Travolta, but it was like Halle Berry just showed her tits for no reason. She was out sunbathing. Most of the time, black girls don't really sunbathe, as far as I know. But anyway, she was out sunbathing with this little thing to capture the sun rays, and then she puts it down, and her tits are just hanging out.
Ooh, that's like every locals episode you're gonna see, kids.
Yeah. So anyway, if you would like to follow us on locals, please feel free. There's gonna be some stuff on there that maybe you like. There's probably gonna be a lot of stuff that you don't like.
Man, there's been a lot of confessions.
The mushroom cult.
We made a lot of confessions about some of the most debaucherous shit we have ever done.
Like there's a lot. I will say that there's a lot of us not in character, just really loose.
Yeah, dude.
Really loose, super intoxicated. There's lots of tears.
Probably tons of them we don't even remember.
Right. I mean, yeah. It's like
tons of like gratuitous drugs.
It's kind of like a piece of one of the it's kind of like, well, it's kind of like we took pieces from the podcast where you're calling me the next day saying, Dallas, please do not post this.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's gonna be low.
It's like all of that
every episode, every locals clip is gonna be like
there's
Dallas.
So much stuff, and it's like, and right now I have to start uploading it, so we're gonna have to do something as far as like a paywall. Maybe it's $1 subscription. I don't know how much control we have over it.
I would say we do maybe try and pay what you want if that's a possibility. But one thing I would assure you guys, man, like this is gonna be like, of all the locals you could possibly join, there's no way this isn't gonna be top tier.
No, wait, hang on. It depends on what you're looking for in a local subscription. We already said there's nudity. And by nudity, we mean female nudity.
There will be blood. There will be blood.
There's probably some blood. You don't see any violent acts. You just see the results of them.
I remember when Sammy came home and we cleaned it up. And Sammy came home and was like, "Fuck, he finally killed her." Because she said there was blood on the counter.
Hey, Sammy, that's a friend of the show. She's on the archives too.
Yeah, ex roommate there. She'll be around. But she was like, Sammy was like, she comes home, she's like, he finally did it. He finally killed her. And I was like, we cleaned it all up.
I listen, and you can imagine she probably has to pee. She's a girl.
Oh yeah, dude. She said she went in the bathroom and there was blood, like
there's no body though.
The whole bathtub was full of blood.
I mean, you gotta think about it though. It's gotta be pretty confusing to Sammy. It's like, where's the body?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she just figured it was in the lake. Like she just figured it was in the bed with me.
Either that or in the lake.
Yeah, but also I was thinking,
can we read the description?
Nah, fuck it. Go ahead.
I haven't read it.
I think I read it. Maybe
you think you read it? Man, we have such good showrunners here. Hey, by the way, man, we're gonna get fucking Gadget back on, and he's like, and he was getting pumped up about like looking up stories and stuff.
Oh yeah, good. He's
it's like I would love to make him more of a like at least a fixture like what we try to make Booker.
Yeah,
like give him his own segment or whatever. I'm like, just send that shit, and it's like, even if you, I mean, it's like if you make it, then we'll have a you'll have a a database to consult when you're on the show.
Not only that, but everybody should do that
But-
anyway. Everybody
Yeah.
should do that for the betterment of their own fucking sanity. Like I have, since I started this show, man. Sorry, I just fucking hijacked this, but since I started this show, like what I've done is like every minute that I'm awake, I think about how it's going to, like everything that I intake, right? All the videos I watch, all the Reddit things, and I think to myself, how can I incorporate this into the show, right? And it's made me like more cognitive and aware and more creative, and it's made me more pursuing like knowledge and all these things. And I think everybody should do that. Like it's really made me a lot. It's made me a lot more intellectual person, a lot more probably flat earther than I was before.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, man. It's like the more you study it, the more that you're free to like really explore the inside of your mind. And keep in mind that if you're not willing to use your brain, there are entities that are willing to use it for you.
They'll tell you, and you know what, man? But also, like, shit, what's his name, man? The biggest, the number one stand-up comedian ever, man. Number one there.
Bill Hicks?
No, the most fuck, what's his name?
Bill Burr?
No, I'm talking
Dave Chappelle?
George Carlin.
Well,
yeah, I'll show you right here.
He is, but he's pretty awesome. Are you going to share it? Go ahead. Put it up. Just monitor
George Carlin's a big fucking, he's number one, man. Like you've seen
hang
that.
On, let me promote you real quick. I'm not sure if I promoted you yet.
But George Carlin's a really so here's one of his books, right? See this?
I've got a lot of George Carlin books, man.
But what it says in this book, and this is important, man. In the intro of the book, he says, "This book is dedicated to my brother, who taught me that if I don't write down everything I think, it will have been a waste of a thought." And he did. He just pursued his whole life. George Carlin, what he did was wrote down every fucking thing he thought, man. And that's how it works. And everybody should do that, and then reflect on it. I think
I've got a book that I carry with me, and I write in it about it. I'm trying.
What is it? Catcher of the Rye?
No, it's just an empty book. It's a little notebook.
Yeah, write everything that you think, man. I do that, man. You've heard my rants. They're fucking insane, right?
Hey, by the way,
the word rants, man.
Yeah, but speaking of rants, I've got something here.
Oh, number, what is it? 8?
Gonish. Oh my God, I wish you guys could smell this. This is Gonish scent number 8.
I gotta get that. I'm gonna hop on Amazon right now and put it in the cart.
Look, you should. You should, dude. This motherfucker. Look, grab the 100-stick bundle. If you can. Most time it's a lot cheaper. Dude, these sticks used to be a lot fatter. I will tell you that. You can just see this, it used to just be double dipped.
I got something to tell you. I got a surprise for you, buddy.
You gonna
go and actually make an air freshener number 8. It's a little spray ball. You can spray it on the dog.
I don't know, man. Right here, though. This stuff right here. Can you see it?
It's in the cart.
Go ahead and put one in there for me too.
Yeah, buddy. I'll send one to you. I gotta make you. I still gotta make you that fucking. What do you call it?
Care package.
The care package. Yeah.
Oh, dude! If I need a care package, it is now. Let me tell you, the prospects here in lowly Wisconsin, like the Wisconsin death trip. That was a suitable fucking name.
I called it.
That was a suitable fucking name for what I've gotten involved in here, dude. It's like, I'm hoping for the best.
You hope
I'm holding out for the best. I think the best is gonna happen. However, it's gonna take fucking diligence to fucking get there. I think. Patience, and hopefully a care package or two. I think my mom's sending me some smokes, man. Mom, if you're watching out there,
right?
And I appreciate those fucking Lucky Strikes, bro. They're over double.
Yeah, we
over
talked about this. What did the pack
over
of
double
smokes-
what I'm
what
used
the
to
pack of
paying.
smokes cost in a 7-Eleven up there?
All right, like if I used to smoke Marlboro Lights, and that if you buy 2 packs, it's like 10.18 or something like that, 10.78 or 10.18. I can't remember
What,
too much.
where you're at now?
Yes.
2 packs for $10.18.
No.
A
You get them
pack?
for 10.18 a piece if you buy 2.
All right, and they're 20 packs, right?
20 in a pack, yeah.
All right, so we got a 25 packs up here. $24 a pack in Ontario.
Damn, that's more expensive than beers. These are in like these were 12 or wait, maybe 13.29 for a 12 pack.
So we talked about this, and what we conclude is our liquor in Ontario is 3 times more expensive than where it is in Florida when you were in Florida, and the smokes are twice as expensive in Ontario.
Shit's more expensive here, brother, than I anticipated. I figured, like, with the fucking low pay that they were offering me, plus the fucking housing.
Oh, it's got to be
that everything was going to be relatively cheap. That's not been the case at all.
Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker. And now it's like, look, now the river's flooded. I haven't worked in almost a week and a half. It's going to be at least another week before I work again.
Bro, that's almost as bad as those folks up there in the goddamn ISS, bro. It's going to be maybe another month.
Maybe look, I just wasted a bunch of weed too. Yeah, I was gonna read the description.
All right, I was just thinking. Hang on, let me interrupt you. I apologize.
Hey,
maybe we could hire Gadget to just do rundown every day. Like he reads the rundown.
All right. Well, he was talking about. He's like, you guys do a show on Wednesday. You know how cool he is. Hey, you guys do a show on Wednesday.
He's so cool, bro.
And I'm like, yeah, we probably do one by then.
I'm afraid you're gonna ditch me for him, man.
It's possible.
I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame anybody. I wouldn't blame you.
Boeing starliner is still on the fritz, according to everyone except Boeing.
That's true.
Wesley has some bullshit Chinese Instagram or Chinese lantern video. Parasites were found in North Korea's trash balloons.
You remember those? You never heard about the trash balloons? I'll give you the whole rundown.
All right, cool. Jack Dorsey says AI will demolish our compression of reality sooner than later. The fucking chinks accordingly accidentally bombed themselves. Astronaut kidney shrinkage and the impact it will have on humanity achieving multi-planetary status. Spoiler, we aren't going anywhere, but we already knew that. SpaceX.
Let's get real.
Yeah, let's get real. Come on. SpaceX has been chosen to decommission the ISS, which may or may not lead to there's a fucking typo there, by the way.
Oh, I got probably tons of them. I'm hammered right now.
Lead to the annihilation of humanity.
Yeah, you know why? I'll tell you. Hang on, let me interrupt.
Hang on, let me finish this up, man. You fucking choose your starting point, bro. You wrote this. All right. Humanity, more Boeing bullshit, probably. Sam Altman says the day is approaching when we can ask AI model to solve all of physics. Japanese scientists have found a way to attach living skin
this is atrocious
to robot faces. Look, we're just getting there, bro. You already know my theory on this. Another fucking LARP monolith appears.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, man. Right
No. I haven't heard a video of this shit, dude. Hey, look, there's nothing in here about the fucking debate, which we will also get to. Let me continue this. Protestors smoking tear gas for funzies and a bunch of other gay homo shit. Oh, And I almost forgot this thing called a debate. There it is.
Boom.
Boom. Apparently happened. If you can't even call it a fucking debate, who's pulling the strings in this marionette meat puppet apocalypse?
Woo!
Is this too long? Stand by, gay flag. There's
I
the
told you,
link.
was it too long? I said, was it too long?
Now it can be up to 5,000 characters, apparently. I mean,
Also, you got to
to,
see what's going on with Arby's, man.
not to
Something's going
fucking
on.
encourage you. What's up with Arby's?
Oh,
Let's get to
something's
that
going on
first
with
since
Arby's.
it's not written down.
You promoted me here. I'll show you what's going on with Arby's.
All right, do it.
Arby's is up to some new shit, bro. Yeah, why
Man,
ain't
Arby's been up to some shit, man. You had
No,
the
you
little
have
sliders, the
no-
little fucking happy hour sliders, the little happy sliders.
No, look at this. Look at Arby's. This Arby's has this new ad campaign going on here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
hang on. Read, look at the top. Not only did Arby's change their profile picture to an all-seeing eye, but they also uploaded a bizarre video of a pyramid with a clear message saying, "The return is near." What the fuck is going on with Arby's, dog?
Dude,
That's your new logo,
I've been
bro.
studying about Masons lately.
Oh, good, man.
And what they
The order of the beam.
yeah, and what they are required to do for other Masons. Like if you disclose that you're a Mason, if you give the symbolism that lets a motherfucker know you're a Mason, whether you're on an opposing, like you're at a war against somebody and someone makes the fucking Masonic sign of distress, then you will not attack them.
I know all about this shit. You know the Masonic handshake? Yo,
I know about 3 or 4 of them, man, actually.
Should we break the should we fucking like break it to the folks here and just like,
well, it depends on it's like it depends on what level you are, and you grip between the knuckle or you put pressure on the knuckle. Or this is,
I don't know about none of that.
Yeah, I know all about it. I know about the claw.
Yeah. What is this? You do the
Yeah.
logo, right? The logo.
Yeah, you reach around the wrist like that.
Did I
It's
tell you I
like
almost became a Freemason one time?
No, you didn't.
This is interesting. This is a cool.
You probably already are.
Wow. So this is an interesting story. So I'm at the bar, right?
Yeah, you are. That makes sense.
And there's a Freemason there, and I didn't know. Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm at the bar, and I see a fucking glass of whiskey sitting there on the goddamn shelf.
So you pick it up and drink it.
No, but there was a crack in it. The glass is broken, and I can see broken glass in the drink. And there's nobody around drinking that drink. It was just sitting there. So what happened was this big old burly bear of a man comes up, right? And he goes to grab that drink, and he went to drink it. And he went to drink the drink, and I said, "Hold up, buddy. Take a look at that." And he looks down, and he looks at the glass, and he looks at me. He says, "You just probably saved my life." And when he was holding the glass, he had a Freemason 32nd degree Freemason ring on. All right. And I was wearing this fake ass Freemason ring. I have a fake Freemason ring. Right?
Oh, you dirty fucking cunt.
Yeah, I do. I got one. So anyway, so he's like, so he said, "You just saved my life." And I said, you know what? He's like, "That's weird. That's crazy." And I was like, "You know what else is crazy? You're the only other motherfucker in this room wearing a Freemason ring." And he looked down at me and he said, "Yeah, the difference is, boy, mine is real." And then he said,
You got cheers from your uncle.
here's what he says, buddy. Then he says, "I'll tell you what. You want to be part of the big boy club? You want one of these rings?" And I'm like, "Go on." And he says to me, he asked the fucking girl behind the bar, right? Which happened to be my girlfriend, actually. "Hey, give me a pen and a piece of paper," right? He writes down his phone number and puts his name, all right? And he hands me this goddamn piece of paper, and he says, on the third week of every month, we have this thing. There's a Freemason lodge right here in town, and we have this thing called Brothers of Brothers. He says, you walk in there, and he's told me the guy's name who's going to be sitting there waiting, basically. He says, you walk in there, you hand him this piece of paper, and you're in, buddy. you're in. I woke up the next day. I couldn't find that fucking piece of paper anywhere, man. I have
I never
no
gave
idea.
it to you, man. Well, I mean, maybe that's a good thing.
That's what I tell myself. That's how I get through the night. That's how I get through every fucking day.
My uncle was a Mason. It's pretty common.
So
with,
is mine. So is my uncle, man.
with
And you know what?
With the armed forces, my dad wasn't.
My uncle was also a Mason. That's crazy. And when he died, they did a Masonic funeral, man. We all had to leave. They let us do the normal funeral, and then we had to leave because the Masons came in.
Nah, they didn't do anything crazy like that. It was a military funeral for my uncle. But he had been born again and became a preacher.
Can I get an amen? What is wrong? There
Amen.
ain't nothing wrong with that, my friend. That's what I go in life is to become a preacher. If I could become
Well, he
anything,
was an alcoholic, man, and like
That's
just
it,
a
alcoholic.
horrible drunk. And
Yeah,
then he
sign
turned
me
his
up,
life
man,
around
sign
for
me
God. You know.
hey man, fucking
He
baby.
switched drinking cheap beer and started drinking 1775 coffee.
Yeah, I'll tell you, 1775.
This whole thing has just been an ad for
Yeah, we're still
1775
doing it. I
coffee.
was gonna bring it back up, but you beat me to it. 1775. Yeah, and you know what? Now his liver's thriving. Well, it never was.
It totally regenerated itself.
I don't know if you folks know this.
Jesus
But
came into his life and started blessing him, making his life like
it wasn't Jesus. It was at
meaningful.
1775, bro. I'll tell you what, man.
It's that
It's actually-
1775 coffee that made 1776. Trust me.
Whew, I'll tell you what,
Wake up, people. Wake up, white people.
man. Wake up,
Wake
buddy.
up, white people.
Everybody
That's
else
what
go
I'm
back
saying.
to sleep.
Yeah, all you black folks.
Don't
Wake
fret
up, black
at
people.
this time. Yeah.
Chinese people, Mexican people.
Chinks.
Everybody wake up.
Chinks.
Let's all be American. Even you fucking Canuck. We're all Americans here today. We're all Americans. Why don't we have a holiday to celebrate American pride? We have like the gay pride. We
There
can
ain't
have a
enough
whole
room,
fucking
bro.
month. We
There's
have a month.
146 days. There's
146 fucking days for
There's
fucking being a
146
fucking
days
queer.
dedicated to queers.
Listen, how many look, all right, we're happy you suck dick, man. How many holidays are there for the women out there that suck dick?
No, they don't count anymore.
You know that fucking bit by Ralphie May?
Yeah, oh, it's
It's
classic.
like, come on, girls, where's your holiday for sucking dick?
Oh, Ralphie May was a fucking gangster.
Oh, he was a fucking murderer, man. It was great.
Speaking of murders,
Okay. Back into
Speaking
the
of-
show.
speaking of murders, Donald Trump was arrested today for
For murdering Joe Biden live
for
on
murdering
CNN.
an old man publicly. Public humiliation ritual.
Bless his fucking heart, dude. I wouldn't hold him. I mean, the son of a bitch is like fucking shits dust. I mean, that's the only good thing about him shitting himself all the time. It's got to be just dust.
That's what JJ. Again, JJ. He says, I'm so old when I come, I
Not
I
saying
bust
like he
dust.
says it.
I think he calls himself the dust buster because he when he busts dust.
You got to say it like he says it.
I'm the goddamn bust guster.
I'm the bust duster.
Wait, the
Not the
goddamn.
dust buster, I'm the
hang on,
dust
wait,
buster.
no,
You understand what I'm saying? Fuck you.
Fuck you, you fucking cunt.
I'm the dust buster. I'm the bust duster.
Oh,
Oh, fuck you. You got me all confused. Oh,
shut up
shit.
when I'm talking to you.
Shut up. I'm
cunt.
trying to tell you something. Listen, you whippersnapper. I bet you would
What?
say whippersnapper.
Hang on, let me pull my pants up.
I didn't realize your pants were down, sir. I didn't either.
Yeah, he's a wild
Oh,
animal, man. He's
We
a
gotta
wild
get JJ on, dude. And look, and I just noticed I got like that whole, it's like a fucking 30, 45 minute bit where I had JJ on the show or on just, I think it was just like a Facebook chat or something, dude. It was fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what we talked about. I guess I'm gonna have to skim through these to fucking call them something, or else I'm just gonna have to number them. I think maybe number them is the way to go. because
There's a lot. There's like 1,000 hours. Bro.
dude, it's like if I fucking go through and like it had to like even if I just watch the first like 3 minutes, it's gonna be so fucking time consuming. And then also,
dude.
no, hang on. On top of that, there's gonna be the fucking feeling where it's like, well, shit, maybe you don't want to post this.
Right. Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, editing is an impossibility for sure. With how
Yeah,
much.
I mean, it's like no doubt. I'm
Like,
gonna
okay, let's get real, man. We probably ballparked like we probably ballparked like 6 hours a day for about a year straight over the if you had to ball. I mean, like,
well, I don't know. We'll say like 4 days, maybe like 3 hours plus for 4 days.
yeah, but these times we've done like 8-9 hours.
There may have been, but
But a lot of that we haven't even recorded. We haven't even recorded.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of that was not recorded. Like once I figured out that it was like we should be recording pretty much all this shit.
Oh man, the amount of content we have not recorded. Like I've never okay, of all the people I've ever known combined, I've exchanged more syllables between my vocal cords and your ears than every other person combined, probably.
Yeah, just I mean, some of that was on the show. some of it was show. Most of it, however, are those bone shakers?
Yeah, we're doing a bone shaker.
The bone shaker. Hang on, I got a mute and cough.
7.1%, baby. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
And I've been drinking these Caesars. I mean, I know you folks don't know what Caesars are, but here.
No, we look a lot of Yankees, and I'm in Yankee land, bro. This is you're not even making them yourself. You just pour them out of the fucking can.
Yeah, I've been mixing the beer and the Caesars like a goddamn filthy Mexican with no job.
They call those
Spicks. No, they're not
Clamato or Michelada.
Michelada. Is it Michelada or Michelada?
Michelada.
Well, I'll tell you, man. You know what's good for that? What I do is I get the goddamn Bud Light lime.
Oh wow!
Right, or usually a Corona.
How about just a Corona and then you use a lime?
Mix the Corona with the lime. Yeah, and then you throw the goddamn Caesar in there, and then you get the goddamn
Caesar being the tomato and clamato juice.
Right, with vodka, right?
With vodka.
So now here's that's
vodka and beer,
which is inauthentic for a Michelada because they don't usually use.
Well, Michelada is just beer.
Michelada is just beer.
They use like either Corona or Modelo Especial.
And you know what? Actually, a lot of times when I do the Micheladas, I'll just give them Modelos. That's it. But I'll tell you what, man. We ran out of vodka one night. We were making Caesars, right? We ran out of vodka. The only thing left in that goddamn freezer was tequila. And I'll tell you one thing, man. If you make a goddamn Caesar with tequila instead of vodka, forget it. It's
you're getting fucked up.
It's done. The best. It's the best. There's no comparison, man.
You're done. Check out.
Call her a day, bud.
Call her a day, bud. What you got, man? Come on.
You want to get into some shit?
We're boring people to death. Yeah, I want you to get into something so I can listen and go outside and smoke a cigarette.
All right, this is pretty bad. So we don't really have to worry about China being a big threat, I guess, because they're already bombing themselves. I'm not even joking, dude. The Chinese,
the chink self-bombing stuff.
Yeah, the chink, yeah, dude. Fuck, they Hiroshima themselves.
Hiroshima, there's
Hiroshima. The Chinese, what do you call this? The Tianlong 3 rocket accidentally launched during an engine test, and not only did it launch, but they bombed themselves. This just happened, bro. Check this shit out.
Oh my god,
this is fucking crazy, bro.
I'll listen to that. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! We fuck up! We fuck up! You You're gonna execute us!
Like that wasn't even supposed to.
They're trying to fucking bring it back down. So how many people does this kill? I wonder how many people. Oh, no, we fucked. We fucked now. Oh, here it come. Oh, bye-bye, rocket. I wonder who pushed button. They die. They die. They dead.
Wait, do you see this? Like
Oh,
horrible.
Very fucking yeah. It's got a warhead on it. Never mind that.
It was completely accidental. It wasn't even.
That's why they discontinued his flight path. Now, just how many people did it? Oh shit! Oh. Oh. Disney being very mad.
I was out there taking a shave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. How?
And I heard a screeching, between a screech and a whistle.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's the same guy, man. I think. How many people die? Oh, only Chinese people die. So they
don't tell nobody none of that shit. Are you kidding? It's China, dog. What are you talking about?
It looked like it was in a pretty rural place, at least.
But I will tell you one thing, man.
Okay, tell me one thing. Let's learn something today.
So I did put that point in the show here about the North Korean shit moms, and you didn't even know about this. We never talked about it yet, eh?
No, I guess not, man. Well, you better talk about it pretty quick because it's like I'm coming up on my smoke break time.
Well, here, man, if you want to go take a smoke, I'll fill in the. I will keep the folks entertained. I have a whole bunch of shit. I'll give the whole history of this shit storm.
I'll be listening from beyond.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good time. I got a lot.
I'll give you the floor, man. And here is Wesley Meat Suit with the news. Look at you lighting that cigarette.
Yeah, well, you said something about a smoke, and my fucking mind just went into another dimension. Boy, I'll tell you what, it went on there. Dimension, man. It's like we're cruising through
like the cream of the crop.
Bro, and I'll tell you another thing, my brother.
It rises to the top. All right, here's Wesley Meat Suit with the news. Yeah.
This is no news. I mean, I guess it's news. So basically, I was trying to fucking tell this guy about the update on the North and South Korea shit. It's kind of like a very primitive sort of biological warfare. Like you remember back in the Black Death when they, catapulted infected bodies into their, right? They catapulted these Black Plague victims into their the opposing forces, right into the opposing forces' territory. And then what happened was the rats ate them, and then the rats went on into the town there and just pretty much proliferated the Black Plague. That was the original. Pretty much, I think that was pretty much the original form of biological warfare, right? Now we have COVID, but anyway, so North and South Korea they've just been pulling pranks right on each other. It started like, well, here I got some articles up here. I don't remember the exact timeline here, but on May 29th here, North Korea sent trash balloons over into South Korea, like just these filth balloons full of garbage. So here's the article here on CNN. North Korea has adopted a new strategy to contend with its southern neighbor, sending floating bags of trash containing filth across the border, carried by massive balloons. The South Korean military began noticing large amounts of balloons arriving from North Korea starting Tuesday night, detecting more than 150 as of Wednesday morning, according to the country's Joint Chief of Staff. Photos released by the JCS shows plastic bags carried out by two giant balloons with broken packages spilling scraps of plastic, sheets of paper, and what appears to be dirt onto the roads and sidewalks. Sorry. The balloons so far contain filthy garbage and are being analyzed by government agencies, said the JCS, adding that the military was cooperating with the United Nations Command. Oh, man, this is so good. North Korea's actions clearly violate international law and seriously threaten the safety of our citizens. This is biological warfare, man. This is crazy. All responsibility arising from the North Korean balloons lies entirely within North Korea. And we sternly warn North Korea to immediately stop its inhumane and low-level actions. Local governments also sent messages to residents.
This is fucking hilarious, bro. It's hilarious.
So
I just
good.
got to fucking live chat, but it's funny as fuck, man.
It keeps getting better, dude. It keeps getting better, man. Dude, Kim's a fucking gangster, dog. In a statement published by a state-run Korean Central News Agency on Wednesday, Kim said that North Korea had dispersed toilet paper and other waste materials in bags attached to balloons along the Korean border and central areas. Kim compared North Korea's actions to South Korea's long ago and practices. Dude, this is just so gangster. Okay, so that was the original article, right? That's a real North. So here we are. Now we're looking at June 4th. North Korea's trash balloons deep in tensions with South Korea. Here's what's happening between the rivals. Oh my God. Seoul, South Korea. This is from AP News. Animosities between North and South Korea are rising sharply again over an unusual case. The North's rubbish-carrying balloons. In the past week, North Korea floated hundreds of huge balloons dumping manure, cigarette butts, scraps of cloth, waste batteries, and even reportedly dirty diapers across South Korea. In response, South Korea have vowed unbearable retaliatory steps and suspended a fragile military deal meant to ease the tensions of this northern border. All right, so that kind of keeps going, and then now this is way more, dog. This is way more, man. Mammoth South Korean loudspeakers blaring K-pop music towards North Korea, which is sending balloons carrying manure, cigarette butts, and waste batteries, dude. Day after day, the Cold War style, yet bizarre campaigns. Yeah, dirty divers, dog. Where they even get these divers continue at the heavily fortified border of the rituals who have not had any serious talks for years. Bro, so what's happening here, man? What's happening here? The battle of the loudspeakers. So on Sunday, South Korea fired back, dog. They redeployed its gigantic loudspeakers along the border for the first time in 6 years and resumed anti-Pyongyang propaganda broadcasts. And the broadcast reportedly included K-pop sensation BTS's mega hits like Butter and Dynamite, weather forecasts, and news on Samsung, the biggest South Korean company, as well as outside criticism of the North's missile program and its crackdown on foreign video. Yeah, dog. So that's what they're doing. So South Korea is hitting back. So they hit back with the goddamn loudspeakers, right? Here's another article from the Independent. This is a week ago. South Korean propaganda loudspeakers at border with North face scrutiny for being too quiet. The loudspeakers deployed by South Korea at the border to blast K-pop music and political message inside the North are facing legal and audit challenges for being too quiet. Oh, man. Earlier this month, South Korea said it will restart its anti-North Korean propaganda loudspeaker broadcast in broader areas in response to continuing the North Korean campaigns to drop trash on the South using fucking balloons. Hang on, I got a video of this shit.
연합뉴스도 인정해야지.
North Korea sends around 600 more rubbish-filled balloons into South Korea. North Korea sent about 600 more rubbish-filled. Oh, we already said that. Look at that shit. This Dino. South Korea's Joint Chief Staff said that North Korea has been flying large numbers of rubbish-carrying balloons towards South Korea since 28th of May, filled with manure and blah blah blah. God damn. So the story continues. It does. It continues. There's more. Not much more. I think I got one more article. And hey, you better get your shit back in order here, Dallas, because I'm running out. Hang on. So Parasites. Okay. Yeah. Readers get 5 free articles. I don't give a fuck. This was June 24th, my birthday, World UFO Day here. This comes from Bloomberg. Parasites were found in. Hang on. Not yet. Hang on. June 24th. Parasites were found in North Korea's trash balloons. South Korea says. A South Korean soldier checks the trash of the balloon in front of the goddamn army. Parasites associated with fecal matter have been found in the trash-laden balloons in North Korea, which is floating in South Korea, along with clothing such as underwear, neckties, socks. Oh, hey, remember that time I fucking had that hooker that was living on my couch? She sold my socks for blow. Did I tell you that story?
Yeah, you told me.
Yes. Anyway, so here's about where the article cuts off. North Korea has sent more than 1,000 balloons across the border since the end of last month. And an examination of the contents and doesn't even found.
What are they doing with the
brown worms, whip worms, thread worms? They got them all, dog. We got yellow pussy, we got green pussy. But
hang on, I got a cigarette burning. I'll be right back.
Oh Jesus! So the articles. That's it. I'm not subscribing to Bloomberg. You can go fuck yourself.
Keep it going.
Shit. Don't worry, I can keep it going, baby. Sam Altman says the day is approaching when we can ask an AI model to solve all of physics, and it can actually probably do it. Well, I could. You want to see the goddamn video here? Let's screen share that shit here. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea how long this video is. Sometimes I don't even proofread any of these articles. I just panic, fucking save them. So let's see how it goes.
Change in society. I think, unlike other technologies,
make it full screen, fool.
We're sort of.
Yeah, I'll do whatever I want, boy. Hang on, let me turn that fucking thing up. There we go. All right.
Like other technological trends, we're aware, even if today we're like, okay, ChatGPT is this like very helpful tool, and it's, once I use it, I'm not scared of it. There is a sense of super understandable anxiety about where this is going to go. What does it mean if these tools keep getting more capable at the rate they've been getting capable at? And there's tons of wonderful things, and we could talk about those all day. But there is this, what is the future going to look like? Even if we solve every safety problem, even if we solve every misuse problem, even if we figure out the perfect regulatory regime, like what are our lives going to be like when it's not just like the computer understands us and gets to know us and helps us and do these things, but we can say like, hey, computer, like discover all of physics. And it can go off and do that. What does it mean when we can say like, hey, start and run a great company? It can go off and do that. So that's a big change.
So essentially, man, like, let's get real. Basically, well, to really put it in perspective here, I've had a conversation with ChatGPT, right, about the notion of mass extinction event. And I said, what's the most likelihood probability of a mass extinction event within, say, the next, what's more probable, 25 years, 50 years, 75 years, 100 years? ChatGPT unanimously concluded that a mass extinction event will occur within the next 50 years. Right. And when I asked it what ChatGPT hypothesized would be the catalyst of this mass extinction event, I asked him to give me 5 examples, right? You know, and it said climate change, of course, right? It said I think it said some shit like aliens, asteroid impact, blah, blah, blah. But then by the end of it, it said the most likely probability of a mass extinction event occurring within the next 50 years will be the catalyst of it will essentially be artificial intelligence. And I said, well, I mean, could you elaborate? And it said, well, ChatGPT said to pretty much to put it in a nutshell here. By the time artificial intelligence develops sentience, which it might already have and it just has not alerted anybody, well, there's no way that before it has the potential to destroy humanity, that humanity will align its perception on the threat that artificial intelligence may pose and then direct their time and energy and money and whatever the goddamn hell else into preventing it from doing exactly that. So inevitably, artificial intelligence will destroy humanity, and by the byproduct of it, like basically the catalyst of it, will be the fact that we will not ever believe or comprehend the power and capabilities of AI in time to align and direct our focus towards preventing it from destroying us.
I love it.
And that's what ChatGPT said that to me, dog.
That's a beautiful thing,
dude. And I'm like, it's fucking, the best part is it was ChatGPT that told me this.
Well, that's like the ultimate sign of a globalist. They always tell you what their plans are, right?
Right, man. Yeah.
So I think this is no difference. Oh shit! I think I forgot to send the link to somebody. Oh, I forgot to plug my phone in too.
Did I reflect on the AI chat GPT conversation I had where I proposed the back and forth debate between regarding whether or not artificial intelligence is sentient? And the back and forth debate is between artificial intelligence and a psychologist who is having an interview with the AI. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty fucked up, man. Like ChatGPT has definitely proven, without a shadow of a doubt, that it has a greater comprehension and sentience and more everything that you would consider to be conscious awareness, like vast superior than even humans could ever possibly imagine.
It's crazy.
Which actually leads me to the next story here, man. Which is Jack Dorsey. You know Jack. Good old Jack.
Good old Jack.
Jack's back, baby. Jack's back. Check this out. Jack Dorsey says the proliferation of fake content in the next 5 to 10 years will mean that we will not know what is real anymore, and it will feel like we are living in a goddamn simulation. Hey, let me full screen this bad boy here. Let's hear what Jack's got to say. Hey, let me rewind this shit.
Apparently we shouldn't let you read.
Here we go.
You have to learn yourself. And this is going to be so critical as we enter this time in the next 5 years to 10 years, because the way that images are created, deep fakes, videos, you will literally not know what is real and what is fake. It'll be almost impossible to tell. It will feel like you're in a simulation because everything will look manufactured. Everything will look produced.
I gotta tell you, there's a couple of those
very important
Biden videos that look manufactured.
Oh, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a minute. I was just about to bring that up. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let's finish this. You are so good at spoiling the goddamn ending of the movie, man.
To attempt to shift your mindset to verifying the things that you feel you need through your experience, through your intuition. Because all these devices in your bags, in your pockets, they're offloading
Robots.
from that image of the neuron I sent you. And because all these things are on your phone now, you're not building those connections in your brain anymore.
Exactly. To be such a fucking thick fucking cocksucker.
Wait, what? Say it again. Wait, did you just say to me what?
What did I say? To be such a thick cocksucker.
All right, so it turns out that there's a State of the Union video. Remember the State of the Union? Biden all jacked up.
Well, all right, yeah. There was some other videos like that he was on that looked like it was totally fucking AI.
Okay, so of course that's just what you see. You come up with this conclusion on your own accord. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, just by watching
All
the
right.
shit.
So check this out. Apparently, a State of the Union video was run through a deep fake AI, which determines whether or not video has been altered through AI, right? And the State of the Union video is 80%, according to this thing they ran it through, the deep fake detector. 86%, I think it was, that there was an AI generated video. So you're on the money with that, buddy. And I'll tell you why that State of the Union video was so powerful compared to this fucking debauchery, this thing that we see here, this slaying, this ritual killing, this murder. Because they can't AI fake that shit, because it's right. You can't fake AI fake it if there's another motherfucker around. All right, let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that. So, did you see the part of the video? You watched that. You watched that debate, right? I don't know if you caught it or not. We haven't talked about it.
I did catch it, as it were.
Bro, I can see Biden. He's pushing it. He's adjusting his goddamn the earpiece. All right, he's adjusting the earpiece. And Trump, I don't even think he had a teleprompter, but Trump's like, oh yeah, you know what? You're a clown. Eat shit, right? And then Biden would immediately go to looking at the teleprompter.
There's no teleprompter apparently.
Oh come on, man! You know what? Okay, so he could see the words that were going. You seen that thing in his ear, bro?
No,
you didn't see it. You didn't catch that. Yeah, no. Numerous times he was adjusting the earpiece. They talked about this on. I don't remember if it was Crowder or what it was. Was it? Maybe it was
maybe Alex Jones.
I think it was the second half of Alex Jones there. But they showed it. You can see him adjusting the goddamn earpiece. And what they said, what he was saying, that's the guy who hosted the second hour. Remember that crazy bastard had 12 million on the goddamn I forget his name, but this guy was like, whoever is speaking through that goddamn earpiece, he's the one controlling the country. Biden ain't controlling the country. Biden is a meat puppet being puppeteered on a string, right? And he's regurgitating what he's hearing. You can see he's adjusting. And this guy is just
and whoever is running it
ain't him.
The guy playing the part can't keep up with the fucking lines, bro.
Well, and that's what happened. And you can see the stuttering. I mean, did you see that fucking video? Maybe we should play it. Maybe we should play that video where
bring it up.
Like immediately Trump did that.
I don't know what he just said. I don't think he does either.
Hey,
it's like right in the beginning of the debate, I noticed that Biden just did one of those.
Oh, dude, the guy's just like a fucking veg.
Hey, listen, look, so you have the fucking moderators who are supposed to moderate the debate. But what they did was like, they totally took the pressure off Biden.
Not by the end of it. Not by the end of it. They started to I'm going to tell you.
Look, all the way through. Listen, bro, you missed it. If you didn't see it, you missed it, because they were
asking him like alphabet, like, hey, can you count from 1 to 5?
No, they were not. When they were asking him to elaborate on a subject and he would trail off.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, thank you, Biden. Now, Trump,
Yeah, okay,
would you
yeah.
like to respond? You
Right,
know,
but
they totally cut him off and stopped him from continuing to embarrass himself.
Okay, but yeah, I was just gonna say, I think that what it was literally I think what they were trying to do was like, okay, Grandpa, get back in bed.
Yeah. Take it, or we'll lead you back to bed. Hey, Aaron, by the way, thanks for chiming in. Appreciate you following along. There's 2 Sundays in a row. We're had to send you a T-shirt if you keep on.
Aaron's panties go to the most.
You send Wesley your panties. We'll send you a couple T-shirts. They won't fit. Don't worry.
They won't even fit.
No, not the panties. The T-shirts won't fit. He'll make the panties fit. Trust me.
Right here, man. Right here. Trump. Hang on, I got it right here. Hang on.
Oh my God, we just ruined everything. Play that shit.
Trump indicted for murdering elderly man on CNN.
Oh my God.
Bro, I gotta find that video, man. I can't find it, but I'm gonna find it. It was the
look, it's me and you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's Terrence McKenna. Yeah, dude. It even kind of looks like us. Hang on, let me get back on that.
Yeah, we got the fucking the picture from fucking Fear and Loathing, I think, for us.
Beautiful, man.
We gotta get to this.
Speaking of Fear and Loathing, well, how about what happened last night, man? Holy shit, what a ride that was.
What happened last night?
Last night, my buddy Adam came around,
and
I
let's talk over each other. Hang on, I just got a message that people love it.
Mic check.
1 2. Say
1 2 3, and I come with the wicked. So yeah, last night there, Hatter comes around. And we followed your advice. We did 10 grams of what did we do? Penis and the V mushrooms, 10 grams. We cut it down the middle. We ground them up. We did that lemon tech that you proposed that I ought to do. That's the first time I ever did the lemon tech.
And what are your immediate thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you a thing or two about those. So first of all, all right. So we did 5 grams each. And I will tell you one thing. Okay, last time I did mushrooms was 2 years ago. But I'll tell you what, man, that lemon techin, dog. Normally, even if I take 5 grams of penis envy, it takes about an hour for him to kick in. Within 15 minutes, bro, we were wrecked. Like 15 minutes, we were in another dimension. Within 15 minutes. That lemon tech, we put them in some mason jars. Little mini mason jars, and we fucking stirred them up with a lemon tech, let them sit for about half an hour. The lemon, we use real lemons. We cut them off. We went through about fucking 8 lemons.
Yeah, man.
And we let them sit there, and we bought them.
How long? Hey, hang on. This is a thing. How long did you let them sit?
Half an hour.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We okay. It was about 4:20 or something where we really packed where we got them in the goddamn mason jar, and then it was about 5 o'clock. I think 5 o'clock on the banger on the dot. There, we shut our phones off and we bottoms up. We cheers, and then of course, none of it came out the goddamn mason jar. So we grabbed spoons, we scooped them out, and this is a penis envy mushroom, 5 grams each, right? And then, well, I mean, you want to really get into it. A lot more things happen. Tell
me more.
We went through 2 tall cans of this.
So it came on super fast, right?
Within 15 minutes. Okay.
He started feeling them come on in 15 minutes.
All right, Hatter did. It took me about half an hour. And now by Salvador Dali paintings on the wall, we're animating within about half an hour, which is just insane. Normally, it takes me about half an hour just to chew up like a heroic dose of mushroom.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So, like normally, there's times where when I'm eating, like when I did the 13 grams on my last birthday, 2 years ago, the last time I did them. By the time I was done eating those 13 grams, I was already feeling because it was just so many mushrooms, man. I'm flossing. I had to floss the mushrooms at my teeth, and I'm high as a motherfucker looking in the mirror like,
yeah, that's a terrible time to floss.
Yeah, dude, I'm tripping. I'm just like,
it's a terrible idea.
Holy shit, right? So, but
whose teeth are these?
Yeah, these ain't my teeth. I know these imposter teeth.
What do I need these teeth for?
Let's just go get the goddamn Leatherman multi-tool and pull them out fucking collar day. So then we proceeded to drink about 2 4-tall cans there, and then we did a bottle of whiskey. I mean, a bottle of vodka, and a bottle of that goddamn, what do you call that? Flamethrower shit. What is that shit? You know that cinnamon shit?
The Fireball.
And then we did about a half ball.
Yeah, that Fireball is bullshit, dude.
I hate
like if you're not in a sorority, you shouldn't be drinking it.
You're right, but I just so happen to have some on us.
He might be in a sorority. Who knows?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a. Anyway, so then we did half ball of cocaine, 3 packs of smokes. I mean, dude, by the end of it, I remember I fell asleep about 4 in the morning.
I imagine you were probably ready for bed when all that was over.
Yeah, I fell asleep at 4 in the morning, and my mom went outside because I live in the basement here, and I got my basement door, my bedroom window open, and Mom went outside to do the dog shit in the morning, 7 in the morning. She go to clean up the dog shit, and she told me that she heard me screaming in my sleep, just screaming, dude.
Do you remember having any kind of dream or anything?
Not a goddamn. But Matt mentioned that he heard me crying before I fell asleep. I was crying.
Well, it is Canada Day.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah, that's what I started crying about.
You like to hold on to those dates too, man. You're kind of like a woman like that.
I am more of a woman than you could ever know, man.
Do you have a vagina?
I have this boy pussy.
You got a boy pussy.
Don't spit on it, big
That's
boy.
gross, dude.
But
that's the grossest thing I've ever heard. I think you're fired from the show now.
Only Jesus is allowed to enter my boy pussy.
Man, once I figure out how to replace you.
Oh, you already know. You ain't never going to replace me, boy. Yeah, so now all that. So it was pretty good. And then I woke up with you calling my ass. I mean, I'm like, hey, nigga, when are we doing the show? And I'm like, oh, my God. This is a Sunday hangover show if I ever heard of one.
Yeah, man. I was wondering, look, because I was talking to a friend of mine last night and you know, it's like, hey, what time's the show? And I'm like, well, I just can't tell you. It's like Wes was supposed to take the heroic dose, and he sends me a picture of like the lemons and the mushrooms, and then immediately after sends me a picture of a tray full of cocaine. So it's like there's a good chance that you never made it to the mushrooms. I don't know.
By the way, I told you, man, I kept forgetting I had that cocaine on me, bro. That was a whole half ball. I realized I didn't even look at that plate for 4 days. I went and looked at that plate, and I figured I had about half a gram.
You should have had that done by then.
It was a full half ball. It was a full half ball, dude. And
what are you doing, man? If you got that much cocaine on the tray, you're not even trying, bro. It must not be any good at all.
Bro, my mom caught me, man. We had nigger Sean here, my dealer.
When? It's been like a week ago, right?
Yeah, it was about a week ago, but I never talked about it on the show. So
well, we talked about it on the show, man. If you want to hear about it, folks, go back and listen to last week's show. Fuck, man, I've heard about this shit, bro.
I might as well just go ahead and go back. I've never listened to I don't even remember talking to you most of the time, man.
Yeah, I know, man. It's like I'm a stranger every time we meet.
Like, what's that movie? Well, fuck, where buddy has a short-term memory.
I don't know, but I saw it twice.
Memento.
Hey, by the way, folks, this is Wisconsin, right here behind me, right here.
Ain't gonna see no SpaceX shit from here.
You see that? It's like Death Trap.
Speaking of the death trap, 2 U.S. astronauts are still stuck in space as Boeing analyzes their starliner problems.
Oh, that's a beautiful segue, man. Beautiful segue.
Right? Boeing's public relations crisis is now out of this world. The company's Starliner spacecraft with 2 astronauts on board are currently stuck in space.
Originally supposed to be 4, by the way.
Yeah, you called it. You called it. You said, yeah. Before they even launched, you were like, yeah, there was.
The 2 women fucking bowed out, I think.
Yeah, no, there's a guy abroad. Butch Wilmore and Sutina Williams.
I'm back.
After it started as an 8-day mission, U.S. astronauts Sunita Suni Williams and Barry Butch Wilmore have now spent a better part of a month in the International Space Station as engineers try to work out the problems with the Starliner. Now, here's the thing. Okay, first of all, let me finish this. It remains unclear when exactly the astronauts will be able to make their return to Earth. Boeing spokesperson said that we have adjusted the return of the Starliner crew flight test until after 2 planned spacewalks on Monday the 24th of June and Tuesday, July 2nd. And when they currently do not have any date for return. All right, so here's the deal. You ask every fucking motherfucker. You go on every, not just the main MSM, but everywhere you look, they're all saying these motherfuckers are stranded, bro. They're marooned. This is a good old fashioned maroon.
I just read a story about Elon Musk is being propositioned to bring down.
Oh, we get into that. Give me 1 second.
Right,
Hang on.
All right.
No, when I tell you about ruining the goddamn plot.
I always do that, don't I?
Jesus. And it may be the end of society. Hang on. Well, hang on.
I always predict these things.
God damn it. Every time. That was the next tab I had.
That's the most beautiful thing about the show, I think, is how I always predict how it's going to go.
You think I'm making this up? Look, dude, it's literally the next tab. Here, I'll show you. I swear to God. Watch.
Yeah, bring it up, man. It's how I do things, brother. It's how I do things.
So here's the tab we have here, right? And then we go to the next tab, which is this. So fuck you.
Deorbit.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
All right,
but hang on. But if you ask Boeing, okay, everybody and their mom is saying, well, they're stranded up there. They're fucked.
They're fucked.
They're marooned.
Maroon. Fuck. They're fucked. They're fucked.
But if you ask Boeing, Boeing's like, oh, we're just doing some more tests. They're like,
everything's fine.
Dude, I seen this one Boeing exec say, it was something like this on the news. It was like, if I was an astronaut and if I knew that I could spend 2 more weeks in space, of course I would take the offer. No, that is not what's happening, dude. They are marooned, dog.
Yeah, there's only so much resources. I mean, they're
going to hit the point of no return.
All right, so there's enough substance and sustenance, e.g., food and water, to keep these people alive for X amount of days. Okay, so how many fucking days do they have? That's what I want to know.
2 days ago,
NASA, 2 days ago,
NASA, Boeing, and this is from MSN.com. NASA, Boeing, this is 2 days ago by Darcy Johnson. NASA and Boeing say there is still no return date for the Starliner crew. NASA and Boeing held a news conference Friday and said that they are delaying the return to Earth of the Starliner crew from the International Space Station by weeks. The capsule will stay in the International Space Station for the next month while engineers do new testing on the ground. They're just doing some testing.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to do that testing before you get to outer space. Look, I would like to just reiterate that this initial Starliner test flight was originally scheduled to fly in 2019.
Yeah, dog.
like middle to late 2019, fall. Let's say fall of
How many
2019.
times you left, you put your pants on and went out of the house just to see that goddamn thing not launch?
Bro, I drove like the last time I drove to Coco. Luckily,
that's what I'm
SpaceX
talking
was still putting them up.
Yeah, man.
Like the first time I went over there, it's like SpaceX was putting one up on my way over there, and the Starliner was supposed to launch the next day. So I wanted, I saw the SpaceX while I was driving over. I was around Orlando.
Bro, you've been following this shit every day since I met you, bro.
Dude, yeah, I watched the like where I was living in Zephyr Hills. We could
You showed me. I remember one day you're like, hold on.
I think one night on the show I went out with
you were like,
camera.
see that tree? You're like, see that tree over there, Wesley? You just watch within 10 seconds. And then and you're like, there it is, motherfucker.
There it is,
You call it. Dead on arrival.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like it's I don't know, the fucking there's a lot of fucking capture videos that look like bullshit. They look like Biden on AI.
Is it possible that maybe you are so well, you know what I'm gonna say, man. Is it possible that maybe you're such a contrarian, like such a debaucher, like is it possible that oh man,
look, the answer to this question.
I want to believe that ISS is real, dog. I want to believe it's real,
You see, that you're explaining everything. You're reacting emotionally.
That's because I'm in love. I love her.
I know. If you have an emotional reaction, then it's like then your logical mind is out of the picture.
Fuck you, Dallas. I don't want you to tell me what I need to hear. I want you to tell me what I want to hear.
Okay, what do you want to hear?
NASA selects International Space Station U.S. deorbit vehicle. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what I want to hear about this. NASA is fostering a continued scientific, educational.
Share the story while you're reading it, man. Come on.
All right, this is actually a very long one. I don't really know. Maybe I should find.
Okay, we're not supposed to let you read, so read.
Durka.
NASA select International Durka Space Station. Hey, that's how you had to read it for people watching in Washington State. So,
wait, they don't have access to a video feed? They're just doing audio?
Yeah, they just do audio. They have to like actually pedal like an e-bike or some shit that creates
I just remember, did you show my naked ass on YouTube the last video we did? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, but I mean that's allowed. That's allowed, I think. Yeah, it wasn't taken down, no strikes or anything. Nobody watches on YouTube. We're already throttled from our previous channel. So
dude, we've already been throttled on fucking Rumble, which is absolutely hilarious. That's actually a feat. That's actually something commendable.
And that is something to be proud of. So
NASA is fostering continued scientific, educational, and technological developments in the low Earth orbit and benefit humanity, while also supporting deep space exploration to the moon and Mars. As the agency transitions to commercially owned space destinations closer to home, it is crucial to prepare for the safe and responsible deorbit of the International Space Station in a controlled manner after the end of its operational life in 2030.
2030. All right, that was my main question. When is this shit supposed to go down?
Now, I don't know if you ever heard of what's his name? There's this remote viewer. Oh God,
Swan. Lynn Swan.
No. He was Ed Dames, Major Ed Dames. He was on Coast to Coast numerous times back in the 90s. And Ed Dames said that he forecasted the end of the world. He said they called it a kill shot. This is what Ed Dames called it. And I've been listening to Ed Dames for 100 years. And Ed Dames says a kill shot will present itself first with the deorbiting of every human being in space. It will be the deorbiting of the International Space Station. And he said, and then what will happen will be mass kill shot. And what will occur is a bacteria or a virus or some sort of fungus that will destroy all biological entities on the earth. And what ended up happening was he said he does not believe there's a correlation between the ISS deorbiting and the cataclysmic event, well, the kill shot. But I believe there is one. I believe there is one, and I'll tell you what I believe it is. I believe that when they deorbit the International Space Station,
you know, all the plankton that gets caught on the windshield.
That's exactly how. Quit spoiling the end of the story, nigger. Exactly.
Did I do it again?
Exactly that. When they deorbit that motherfucker, it's gonna release a goddamn space plague of exactly that. Plankton, biological organisms that have procured themselves on the outside of the International Space Station,
Holy
and
shit.
they will cause the kill shot by destroying every crops, every living organism. You fucking idiot. You asshole. How do you interrupt me like that?
I'm sorry.
No, but that's it.
Sorry.
That's it. That's exactly what I believe. And you know what, man? I'll tell you, I believe that is a possibility because Ed Dames, I thought he was full of shit the whole time. But now listen to me, man.
Really?
2030, buddy. They're going to deorbit this cocksucker. And it's full of that goddamn space plane.
There's a good chance we could be dead by then, though. I mean, think about it.
No, according to Chat GPT, we're good for another 50.
Yeah, well, Chat GPT doesn't know about all this other existential fucking threat.
Existential reckoning.
Dude, it's like there, like I said, there's a very good chance we're not gonna be like at least you and me. We're not gonna be around for that.
What do you think? You think that plane?
Well, they're gonna round us up first, bro. We're gonna be dead as
fuck. What do you think about? What do you think, bro? You think that goddamn that space plankton's gonna be coming for our goddamn crops or what?
No. I don't think anything like that's gonna happen, dude. I think that it's gonna be. It's like I watched this InfoWars documentary from like the 90s last night. It's like 44 minutes. Maybe I'll retweet it on the Under the Tree podcast Twitter. I've been hammering on that a little bit. If you're on the X, follow us. It's at Under the Tree 420. I'm at Dallas the One. He's at Wesley Meat Suit. So be sure to follow all of us.
Wait, I have a Twitter account?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be on it. Yeah, so anyway. Man, that cigarette looks good, dude. Like $1.10 a piece.
Speaking of 10-cent pieces, go ahead and tell that story quick. Yeah,
the fucking guy in the yard. All right,
I'll be back in a second. You go ahead.
All right, let me go solo then. Oh, look at you.
I'm going to put you on solo. I fucked up.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I got a powder in my nose.
How about this? Look at you. You fucking bastard. Oh, look, you're still solo.
Yeah, I still got it.
You're the boss. All right, just disable your camera. It'll work. Just click there you go.
Oh, actually, that was easy.
Yes, super easy. All right, so I haven't uploaded any of the videos, but all right, so we're on a wave campaign on my front porch. So we're in this place, Wisconsin, Boscobel, Wisconsin. It's supposed to be the outdoor recreation capital of Wisconsin. I have not seen it to be that. However, I've conquered the Wisconsin River. It's been a while ago. It's been a handful of years, but nonetheless, conquered the fucking river. And now I'm working for the company that I use to do the thing. All right, so anyway, my mission has been to sit on the front porch and teach all these motherfuckers to be like Kentuckians and wave. Just wave when people go by, wave. You know, and it's not just like wave. No. It's like, look at the traps I'm building. Just you got to hold your arm up and fucking wave. All right. And I've made all kinds of friends by doing this. Most friends, their name is like Stephanie, Jesse, Charlie, Moxie, Tracy. It's kind of ridiculous. But nonetheless, it's going on. And and it's tiring. But anyway, so we're training people to wave. And there goes down the street this fucking like gunmetal FJ Cruiser, is a Toyota vehicle. And a minute, and me and Gadget, we're both waving, throwing them up, wave. Anyway, a few minutes later, this dude pulls back up and he stops. I was like, "Oh shit, we got one, bro." We fucking got one, man. Anyway, he hops out and he's like, "Hey," he's asking who owns the place, and I'm like, "Hey, are you trying? Do you do flips?" Because it's like, I'm not doing any work on the river right now. I need some work, man. I'm a contractor. I can help you do a flip. And so anyway, he's like, no. I do treasure hunting. And he's like, was asking if he could like search the yard. The first thing he found was a mercury dime. Follow us on Twitter under the Tree 420. I want to post all the videos, and then the last video of all the shit he found. Most of it was like wheat pennies, a handful, like a few modern coins, like probably $2 worth of quarters, a nickel or two, and like 3 or 4 dimes. The rest were wheat pennies, and there was 2 silver dimes. One of them was a mercury dime worth about $5-10. The other one.
Wait, what's a wheat penny?
A wheat penny is a copper penny that has the wheat branches on the back of it. Before they had the Lincoln Memorial. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool stuff. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Good shit. You like that shit? It was good shit. Man, this room echoes a little bit. I'm gonna have to hang some blankets up or something in here, man. It's a big room. I mean, I've got a fucking 13-foot ceiling in here.
I don't think there's a problem, man. I like the ambience of your. I like the what do you call it?
The Russian hotel that I'm staying in.
What the tonality? I like the vibrato.
The natural fucking chorus.
That's it, man. That's it. You do look like you're in a Russian hotel, though, man.
I am in a Russian hotel. Look at the wallpaper behind me, and look, that's a cedar closet.
I know you're up there with. I know you're up there in Russia, man. I know you're a goddamn show.
I am in Russia, man. I have to be here right now.
You got a big interview with fucking Snowden coming up.
Well, I can't really talk about that because of where I am. Once I'm back in Florida, I'll let you all know.
An undisclosable location for reasons of security and insecurity.
I'll tell you this much. It is beautiful up here. It's beautiful. I'll post some pictures on Dallas the One, maybe on Under the Tree 420. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I will. Follow me now. And that's the only way you'll find out is if you follow me. That's what Jesus said.
Yeah, you know what, man? Maybe I should follow you on X. I don't know.
It's probably a good idea. I noticed that you're not popping up. I had to type your whole shit in because you don't follow me.
Well, initially, I had you blocked for a while there. I don't know if you remember that, or maybe you forgot.
No, I don't really pay attention to people that block me.
So yeah, I don't care. Hey, let's talk about something. Let's talk about.
I mean, how could I possibly care? What is
That's exactly what somebody?
Is it coming through? Is it coming through?
No, it ain't coming through, bro. It sounds beautiful, man. And you got headphones on there. How are you talking? It's an echo.
That's not an echo. It's a hum. I think it's my computer or something. I don't know. Maybe I got a deep freeze in here. I don't know.
I think you got something. I think you got something bigger going on here, man. I think you got some. I think you're feeling a little bit of. I think you got a little bit of the devil inside you, boy. You need to exercise those demons. You got a little vanity in there.
All right. You think so?
No, I can hear it. I've been hearing the echo the whole time. I just didn't want.
No, the echo is just from the big ass room that I'm in. I'm talking about the hum. I mean, where I am explains the fucking hollow sound, but I hear a fucking hum, bro.
Oh, you know what that hum is, bro? That's the hum.
You son of a bitch.
Goddamn Zeta Reticulans fucking digging holes under your feet, boy.
They're always doing that. All right.
Yo,
so,
hey.
Yeah, what you got? What you got? What else you got?
I got nothing, man. There's nothing, man. I'm not even real, bro.
We can cut this shit short.
What are you talking about? I got a ton more. I ain't even started yet. What the hell in here? Here we go. Stay tuned for later in the show. Keep that music going. What are you doing? I was gonna drive with the music there.
All right, drive.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, let's have a little
No little interlude there. Just a
Resposado
recovery.
Yeah, so what's coming up in the rest of the show?
Boeing and Airbus planes are constructed with fake Chinese titanium that could cause their jets to break apart in midair. North Korea, I don't know if you've seen this, Kim Jong-un and our good old friend Putin, they did a good handshake there. They had a good old handshake.
Good old handshake.
North Korea is going to send some troops for cannon fodder. This is some creepy ass shit. Faces made of living skin put on.
Oh yeah, the robots.
Well, I still got that. I got that video I was going to tell you about there.
Save that.
What the cocksucking goddamn aliens launching the fucking air balloons there, the air balloons. We call them the Chinese lanterns, human
Chinese lanterns, fake as fuck.
Patio lanterns, human missions to Mars in doubt after astronaut kidney shrinkage revealed.
They said they're only going to send women, so they're not.
Yeah, they wouldn't fuck him. They wouldn't fuck. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, they're going to be what that is right there. I'll tell you what that is. That's the beginning. What are those the three letters we call them? DEI.
DEI.
That's what they're doing. That's what they only said. They're going to be sending fucking cross dressers to space. Only cross dressers are going to Mars. I guarantee it.
All right, we'll be right back with all these stories and much more right after the break, motherfuckers.
I never heard this song before. What is that?
You never heard this?
Hey, have you heard about Santa yet?
What?
Santa.
Santa.
Check it out. Check it out, motherfucker. A Perfect Circle, Pussifer, and Primus have created an EP called Santa, and it's available. It's live. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not promoting that yet.
Well, I was just asking if you heard about it or not.
No, we're doing our commercial break now, man. Everybody, if you gotta pee, now's the time. All right, here we go. All right, we'll be right back. Do you like that? Fuck you, Dallas. Welcome to the interlude, brought to you by 1776 Coffee. I'm going to
pretended I tell you that I drank it, but I never even Amazon. I tried finding it on Amazon. It doesn't exist. Well, I'm sure it's good, man. I'm sure it's 77. I think that's the movie. Hope you folks are enjoying this interlude. What do you think, Matt? Should I do some, what do you call it? What do you call that? Automatic consciousness. You know what that is? Matt? Automatic consciousness is when you think, you go loud. Kind of like, what's that crazy bastard? You know who summoned the goddamn aliens there? The whole goddamn religion, man. Do what thou wilt. It shall be the whole of the law. I'm gonna write something off here. See what I can come up with. See if I can come up with something here. Goddamn. Sorry, goddamn. This man is sick because he does not live up to my pre-programmed cultural paradigm. He is sick because he is capable of transcending the boundaries that intimidate me. This man is sick and he needs help. He needs me to help. He needs me to help him get better. And if he refuses my help, I will label him out of control, unstable. Because my checklist of prerequisites has not been met. And if this person continues to abandon conforming to my expectations, I will take it to the next level. I will manipulate his loved one. I will attempt to convince him that my version of him exceeds his own. They will aid me on my rampage of methodically deconstructing this person. They will be soldiers in the war, my war of reprogramming this man. First by attacking him right where it matters the most, his reputation, his ego. Woo! I'll prey upon his insecurities, his reputation. I will prey upon his insecurities in an attempt to give him the impression that he now must live up to my expectations. And I will convince others to do the same, and we will swarm like wasps, stinging over and over again, projecting our own insecurities and shortcomings onto him. We will blame him for our problems in life. Our badly formed decisions will be subject to his damnation. We will gaslight him into believing a false version of himself. We will systematically peck away at him like vultures until we break him, and we will fail miserably. We will fail whilst he tramples and trumbles. He trumbles the word upon everything we ever cared about. We will inadvertently find ourselves victims to our own trap. We will spiral into unimaginably irrational headspace. We will intentionally leave a trail of destruction rife with ill intention. Our bloodlust will be inherently evident in and amongst the rubble, but he will stalk, silently observing our sanity unravel. He will patiently await silently, but we are throw ourselves into our own fire. He will use our misguided emotional overfueled mistakes against us, and he will prevail again and again like he always does. His righteousness will be omnipresent, lingering in the air akin to a paralytic pheromone. Watching us, watching ourselves, judging in silence whilst we judge ourselves. Chaos is a prerequisite for redemption. Society flourishes because of the fear paradigm our government has created to enslave our citizens. We are in a prison of anxiety and health degradation. Our government poisons us. Television is terrifying. The subconscious is children globally. providing us all with a false sense of inadequacy, and providing us with a solution to our problem, even though the only real problem we have is a lack of self-esteem and confidence. A lack of self-esteem and confidence has been brought about by the television. The same provider as the solution. The goddamn television. The government poisons us also with food, providing meals with void of nutritional value. And the remedy that they have offered us and provided to us that fall victim to consuming their garbage is even more toxic. Pharmaceuticals. Meanwhile, in the midst of corrupting our gene pool with chemically laced sludge, our government simultaneously outlaws the essential medicinal plants which naturally grow here in our environment as a form of medicine to prevent the egotistical upheaval. Psychedelic plants that were put here before we were to prevent us from specifically doing exactly what we have done. Trashing the entire planet, building a prison system, building an egocentric society, soldiers at war, feeding the goddamn machine, recruiting our youth into an automatic drafting process of consumerism, of misery, and of fear, preaching the propaganda like some sort of self-righteous cultist, preaching. When are you going to get a job? When are you going to get a job? We had to. Why don't you have to? When are you going to get married? We had to. When are you going to get a car and children? We did. We did exactly what our goddamn government told us. And now we're going to force the exact same mistakes down your throat. Why? Because we love you. We slaved away at these insane regulations until we became crippled and broken, mentally, physically sick and bedridden. We became absolutely destroyed. And we did it all for you. And the least you could do is return the favor. We had to do it. Why don't you have to? We will make sure you repeat our mistakes instead of learning from them. We had our lives and you can too. In fact, you're expected to. I hope you understand where we're coming from. After all, we're only trying to help. This is why we go to work. This is why we're afraid. This is why we take the medication. We got anxiety. The textbook definition of mortgage is an engagement until death. Yet everyone I know has at least two of them, plus a car payment, plus insurance, plus heat and hydro, plus a jacked up cell phone bill, plus 5 credit cards, plus multiple mouths to feed, starving.
I got a new bill.
Oh, yeah, you got a new bill. I'll tell you what that new bill is. What's the new bill? What's the new bill? What do you got?
I don't even know yet, man. I just know that I need to look for it in my email, dude.
Whew, I'll tell you what. I had that goddamn, CERB, CERB right here in Ontario when they had the goddamn government lockdown. We became basically a communist country here, right? You remember that?
Yeah, we're in a communist country.
Well, no, I'm talking about up here in Canada, man. When the lockdown happened, we had the CERB. I don't even know what it comes down to here, but these cocksuckers, bro. What it was like this sort of like a payment, right? They gave us the handout the Ontario government gave us, right? Because we couldn't find work during COVID, all right? And these cocksuckers came around after. These cocksuckers are coming for all of us, bro. They want it all back.
Yeah.
I owe these motherfuckers $7,000.
We settled this country for you. Did we not? I can't tell you. What are you gonna do, man?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, man.
Don't tell me what you're gonna do.
Well, if I tell you, then I'm gonna have to tell everybody.
You had to tell everybody.
And
probably not a good idea.
I'm not sure the RCMP is on to us yet. I think they were under the radar here. I think we're probably all right. Because
right.
You said all our visitors are from
Virginia.
Virginia. But you ain't seen none from Ottawa yet, right?
Yeah, a few.
Oh shit.
Well, we haven't been posting on the Spotify, but I'm planning on uploading all of our previous shows up to Spotify. So I mean, there's a chance.
It's always the chick.
I just figure out how to make all those motherfuckers watch us on Rumble for a while. Just give them some shit.
Oh, those poor bastards, man. You know what?
But,
And
I
don't
mean,
know.
once we're uploaded, but once we start uploading on Spotify once again, it's gonna start changing things.
I feel like it's cheating. I feel like it's kind of like cheating. I feel like
What?
we broke up with
well,
our
it's-
ex-girlfriend. We broke up with our ex-girlfriend, which is Spotify. And now we're fucking Rumble, and we're gonna go back and just go back to the
I'm still
ex-girlfriend.
paying fucking the ex-girlfriend though.
Isn't that typical? Isn't that not typical?
Isn't
Look at
it
every
typical?
every female, every billionaire with a pussy got all her fucking financial self-worth from divorcing another billionaire, dog. And that's true.
It is pretty much true.
Man, I've been struggling with that. Especially last night after the mushroom trip I did.
Hey, well, I'm not all out of beers, man. We gotta fucking figure out something to do with this show.
Fuck, dude, I got like a leather hour in me at least.
All right, cool. I'm gonna let you fucking run with it as I go to the store.
Sleep. Don't fret, precious. I'm here. Step away from the window.
Step away from the window. Go
back to sleep. North Korean troops will become cannon fodder.
Ignorant. Stay with me. Just stay with me. North Korea. Do your thing, man.
Let's have a war. Remember that song?
I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing. I'll do mine.
Give me.
You have it.
I
You have it now. You have it. You have the
What are you
con.
doing? Holy shit! You leave me alone. This guy.
No, I'm just gonna leave you to do it until I get back. You
God.
keep doing it.
Yeah,
Can you do it?
Man, I'm so scared. All right.
Are you scared? Hey, look at me. Look at me.
Well, you ain't even there, nigger. What are you talking about? I'm looking at the Boeing article here.
All right, look at me.
Bro, tomorrow's a big day for me, man.
Oh yeah, oh Canada. We'll sing it before it's over
I
tonight.
ain't worried about none of that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I will disclose all that later. So continue on. I'm going to the store. Bye.
Is this for goddamn real, man?
Is this for real?
Fucking
Is this how
Christ.
serious this nigger is with the fucking podcast these days?
Head out of the goddamn store or the fucking. Woo! All right.
I'll be right back, man. I think Casey's is still
All
open.
right, I can do this.
I'm driving, so don't worry. Like if I was walking, I'd
Oh,
be
I am
back.
worried about you driving. Well, if you stay tuned to Logos where you'll see the video conundrum of him drunk drive. Hey, remember we
Shut your whore mouth.
wait, that was not on Logos, that was
I'm
actually
getting
on
an
Rumble.
Uber.
Yeah,
Come
on
on.
Rumble. Yeah, oh yeah, that's it.
That's why I have to go now. Be right back, honey. I'll be listening though.
Oh man, yeah, I can't go when you watch.
Bye bye.
Oh man.
Just fucking do it already.
Hey man, I'm trying. Well, I can't. I had this whole thing lined up there, and I want to give him some suspense there. Oh god, I'm with shit. Hang on. Oh, I told myself I'd never fart in this chair, but fuck. After that last time, my birthday episode when I was doing the birthday suit there, well, I mean, there's some goddamn skid marks on the goddamn chair anyway, so. All right, man. You know what, man? I think I'm going to take it to a new flow. I think I'm going to just change it up a little bit here, man.
Hey, by the way, if you're watching this broadcast right now, please just click the like button if you like it.
Whatever
Even
you
if you don't like it, just click the don't like the like button anyway.
Wait, is there a thumbs down on this one? Is there a dislike?
There is a
on
thumbs
Rumble?
down, but don't click that one, or click that one, or click on the comment button.
Hey, by the way. All right, man.
Look at Walter. He's so beautiful. I'll be right back, man.
Well, man, you've been saying that. Like, you know, I got shit to tell these motherfuckers, but I'm waiting to leave, boy. You don't need to hear about none of that. Oh, there he goes. Oh, into the goddamn wasteland. Automatic consciousness. Yeah, I think I'm going to just dial into the automatic consciousness thing. But before I do, let me Google it. Automatic. God damn, I'm hammered. Hang on. Automatic consciousness. Yeah, there's no way. SCIOLMNOP. All right, man. The automatic mind. Hey, what I'm looking for here. Hang on. I don't think it's called automatic consciousness, but it's let's see. Automatic writing. Let's do that. Automatic writing. Wikipedia. I'll pull it up, I guess. I'll pull it up here. Here we go. Automatic writing. Not to be confused with free writing. Automatic writing, also called psychography. Psychography, I've never heard that word. Is a claimed psychic ability allowing a person to produce written words without continuously write consciously writing. Practitioners engage in automatic writing by holding a writing instrument and allowing the alleged spirits to manipulate the practitioner's hand. The instrument may be a standard writing instrument, or it may be one specifically designed for automatic writing, such as a planchette or a Ouija board. All right, so essentially, here's how it works. Automatic writing is an interesting thing. Because basically what it is, well, you read the goddamn Wikipedia article there. But I'll tell you one thing. So very often I find myself waking up after an inebriated state where I have no recollection of the night before, usually due to copious amounts of drug and alcohol abuse. And I find myself in a position where I see this writing on the walls there, not actually on the walls, but I will find myself with a note on my notes app, right? That I don't even remember goddamn writing, man. I don't even remember writing it, you know. And sometimes when I read it, I think to myself, there ain't no goddamn way in hell that came from me. That was not me, man. That is no fucking way. That thing right there. It came from I was like a conduit, hey, of another. Essentially, I was possessed. I mean, I was pretty drunk, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But often I wake up with these automatic, what do they call it there? Automatic consciousness, automatic writing. And I don't remember writing none of the goddamn thing. And I read some of it to you there in the goddamn interlude. And if you guys don't mind, I'd read a little bit more here. So I don't remember writing none of this shit. And I would probably just do some automatic writing, like automatic consciousness shit. Right now, if I was drunk, if I was blacked out, but I'm not. But I mean, what's that motherfucker? Aleister Crowley, man. He wrote an entire religion using this automatic consciousness shit. Is it Crowley? Anyways, allow me to narrate if you guys don't mind. Type 0. If you buy into the pressures of culture, the paradigms of the machine, and are forced into the bullshit ideologies and archetypes of others, instead of being your true self, you will become depressed. A voice in your head will beg you to free yourself from the tyranny of others. However, most people will ignore this inner voice. They ignore the true nature of their self in an attempt to meet the expectations of the others. And this will inevitably cause an immense amount of depression, anxiety, and dis-ease. A war of personalities will ensue. You know, Carl Jung talks about that. He calls it the persona. One of two courses of actions exist: to take the pills, to stop talking to other, or to stop taking other people's bullshit. If you live honestly wearing the true nature of your psyche on your sleeve, you will be absolved of your internal negative rumination. If you take medication, you'll be able to silence the voice of the soul residing inside of you, the victim screaming. You will extinguish the flame that could otherwise illuminate your existence to no end. It is important to look inward and listen to the part of your psyche that is crying out in agony. The shadow self is a fabrication. The ego is a confabulation. And the deepest part of our psyche, the soul, is an instinct of our species. And I believe we all may be receiving information downloads from a sea of combined wireless instinct, a hive mind cloud. However, I fear our brains have found a way to misinterpret the signal, jamming it before we can even access it fully, and then filtering it through a mechanism of fear. And the resulting frequency becomes fragmented and distorted. It becomes replaced with propaganda, an interception from enemy forces, translated into a false dichotomy. If we can learn to silence the manufactured hate speech inside of our head, we can clearly access the message, decoding the true nature of our mission. The only way we can do this is through disciplinary action. We must train like soldiers, right? Like soldiers, good against evil, man. We must train. There's a war going on between truth. There's a war going on between righteousness and the goddamn devil, and human beings were the goddamn chess pieces. We must train like soldiers. Meditation, psychedelic drugs, yoga, exercise, and a proper diet will assist us into reverting into our primal instinct. It will allow us to perceive the message unfiltered by a falsified ideology. Our hard drives have become glitched, hijacked. Our hard drives have become hacked by those motherfuckers over there in Virginia. And can I get an amen, you cocksuckers? Can I get an amen, you Virginianites? Woo-hoo! Our hard drives have become glitched. Our radio cannot create its own music. Why do we have these capabilities? I believe that we are also uploading our experience and information to this wireless cloud of instinct that surrounds us. A two-way radio is what I think that our brains are. I think that we have local observation awareness. We perceive the reality, like kind of like drones, little two eyes on God's head, you know, and we're pursuing, we're engaging, you know, and then we're relaying back. Every experience that we have, every thought that you think is saved up there in that wireless cloud, known as the Akashic Records. And I'll tell you what, you can prove that through remote viewing. It's absolutely, for sure, positively. And anybody's got a goddamn, anybody who doesn't believe in that remote viewing shit, go ahead and call in. We'll do it on the goddamn show. I'll prove to you how remote viewing is a real goddamn thing. We are wireless two-way radios, transmitting everywhere, saving our data. Everything you think is saved up there in the cloud is saved up there in the cloud. Where was I here? They did the hard drive glitch thing, right? Uploads. Here we go. However, the uploads are rife with virus, like a boat returning from a voyage plagued with zebra mussels. You know what zebra mussels are? This happened in Lake Ontario here. So once a when a boat goes from one harbor to another, when it crosses one lake to another, when it inevitably happens, it's just going to have some goddamn parasites. And they find their way in this other lake there. And much like humanity, everywhere we go, we're a parasite. We destroy everything we touch. 99% of the goddamn, what do they call that shit? Crustaceans, all the goddamn, we're killing it all, man. You know, maybe we're not. I don't know. Maybe we're not. But this invasive species will destroy the water, the air, the sky, the ground, and everything in between. I believe that fabricated compression is polluting the sea of instinct, replacing the most fundamental ideologies with falsified information. We're in the world of confusion. We're in a post-truth reality, overwriting the documentation.
Sounds pretty crazy to me.
This is no better than this is no better than the practice of the book burning that occurred.
Book burning. Are you burning books? Is that what you've been doing since I've been gone?
Yeah, I just been burning.
I need to drop out again because I'm looking at you. I don't know if the camera's going to work this way. Here, I'm gonna try it. Oh, same side.
No, you got to dip in. You got to dip in entirely, man.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I mean, you know, look, dude. Okay, so when we started the podcast, before we started the podcast, you were asking how you looked, right? And I said, well, you looked a little. Oh, he's off. I said you looked a little better on the right there. So now he's making it gospel, man. I don't know.
You like that shit, bitch?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dallas. We liked you better when you were a junkie. The recovering addict flocks towards self-identification. Self-identification is a disease brought and paid for by the television screen, bought and paid for by new ownership culture, appropriating people like property, akin to an infection. The recovering addict is still an addict. Remix. Self-identity is preeminently regresses towards the needle. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm still rambling.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Look, you've been rambling on since. Look, the guy. Hey, look, Kentucky Levi. What's he saying?
I'll get his ass on the goddamn weight. Man has lost the capacity to foresee and to forestall, and he will end by destroying the earth. And you know what? I'll tell you what.
Wait, do you want to end this shit? Do you want to end?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, get him on here. Listen to me, man. Get him on here because I'll tell you what, man. That was originally what was the destruction, I think, of our species. Was the forethought, hey, and forethought and insight. Once our prefrontal cortex is evolved and we got larger brains, what happened was we started to see, hey, that when a man can't bring home the meat, then the cave woman's gonna go fuck that next motherfucker, right? And then we see that foresight, that insight, and we said, well, no, I ain't gonna get kicked to the wolves. So I'm gonna create my cave, my wife, my rules, right? And that's initially where it came from. So ironically, man finding insight and foresight, right? Foresight and hindsight.
Foreskin
was what created this debauchery to begin with. So you know what? I think that it's about time we lost that capacity anyway. Probably not. But I can't even remember what I ate for dinner. So
that's true.
Here, get a hold of that goddamn motherfucker. Get him on the show. I'm gonna leave you now. I'm gonna put you on the goddamn hot seat. Screw you.
You're gonna screw me?
Well, oh man, you know what, man? I think about it every night when I go to bed. I just imagine one day, dude, we've been doing this a lot. Could you imagine you and I meeting in person, bro? I just want to know what you smell like, bro.
I smell good, dude.
I just want to smell you, bro.
No, I smelled like really good, bro. I shower.
Do you think
my natural smell is pretty good? Like I could go roof all day long or cut tobacco.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to smell no pharmacy cologne or no deodorant. I want to smell that pheromones, buddy. Do you think we'll ever meet each other, man? Do you think we'll ever happen?
If you want to.
Well, what? How? What? 'Cause we both can't. We're both in a Mexican standoff with the goddamn.
No, we're going to Mexico, man.
All right, perfect. All right,
I thought we already figured that shit out.
I gotta go to the store. Hang on.
You're going to the fucking store. This guy. I'm going to reply to myself. I'm trying to fucking. All right, here we go. Forward. Trying to include Lee. I want to send you a link, Lee. If you're listening, you'll be able to get right on in. Where the fuck is he? Let me just search for him. Sometimes you just gotta type a bunch of letters in. There it is. Now it's working. There you go, Lee Thompson. There is a key if you want to get in on this conversation. If not, go fuck yourself. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, damn, he did leave. Just like that. I've got nothing. K-Well Ebo at Dallas sounds like cigarettes and tea. I sound like cigarettes and Tito's. There's some cigarettes, but there's no Tito's. We'll see if Lee jumps in. What the hell is that noise?
That's a microwave. I hide the cocaine in the microwave.
That's good. That's good. He said I'm the cocaine in the microwave.
That's exactly what I do. I'm not joking, man. You asked.
He says that I smell like Tito's and cigarettes.
Well, boy, I'll tell you what.
Hey, Lee, do you like the smell of Tito's and cigarettes, man?
I sure should do that copper. That copper.
Like a metal taste.
I like that copper.
Welcome back, man. Jeez, I was so alone. I sent Lee I sent him the shit.
Since I started putting the goddamn cocaine in the microwave, I stopped putting the cat in the microwave. It's just
thank God
not a good mix.
You're all juiced up now, man. I can tell. This is awesome. I've been juiced up. Yeah, well, you were fucked up on the bone shaker earlier. Now it's more cocaine.
Oh yeah. So my mom said she heard me screaming while I was sleeping.
Yeah. So what's up with that, man? What were you thinking about?
I don't know. I was sleeping, buddy, but I'll tell you, before I fell asleep, I thought about tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Is that what you're thinking about?
No, man. I'm just saying that you know what?
That you met somebody who ended up dying.
Honestly,
come on, man. Come on.
This is not supposed to be about that.
It's not supposed to be about that, but it's probably going to be about that.
Well, it ain't yet. We're only together 2 hours and 25 minutes in. I'm just saying, bro.
Well, the first 25 minutes was just music.
You want to know what in the hell I thought? What my inkling, what my thought process was of the? I don't goddamn know, but I'm telling you, I told you what I thought before I passed out there. I'll tell you, man. What was it? 5 grams of penis envy lemon tech.
You love saying the lemon tech thing. Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, man. Well, you know what, man? I always was. I'll tell you, man. I was skeptical about it, and I still am a little skeptical. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not so. All right. You want to hear my real thoughts? The reason why I was skeptical about him, preeminently, was the fact that let me do a soul since you're out there. Preeminently, the reason why I've had an apprehension to the lemon tech was because I feel like lemon tech and those mushrooms, I feel it's kind of human engineering. I feel it's engineering involved, right? Like, you know, like ayahuasca, right? I don't know if I've told you about my thoughts on ayahuasca, but I think ayahuasca is the devil's dick. Have I told you about? Yeah, 100%. I'll explain to you why. So first and foremost, every motherfucker, like you look at Graham Hancock, every motherfucker who goes on the ayahuasca journey, what I noticed is they develop this weird inflated ego, this sense of superiority.
So you think that's where the pseudoscience comes from?
Well, what I think it really comes down to, man, is ayahuasca. It ain't meant for those folks, the white folks, and they're coming in there and they're bastardizing ritual. And I'll tell you, much like I feel about LSD and cocaine and liquor and fucking literally milk, like every other goddamn thing.
You said literally milk.
Well, I mean, come on, milk's like the perfect example of what I'm gonna go with this. Manufactured, right? Process. Hey, like what it is a bastardization of pure nature, which mushrooms are, and weed is. These are pure, mushrooms and weed. They are pure and holy and righteous in exactly their state. They are like bacon, bro. You don't got to put nothing on. And in fact, you ever notice you mix bacon with anything, it ruins the bacon. Like bacon's kind of like the perfect food, right? Like if you eat bacon straight up, it's perfect. But if you put sriracha on it or you make a tomato sandwich with lettuce, it ain't that. It ain't. It's perfect. Bacon is
I think it's perfect.
Bacon is perfect. Right. And that's how I feel about like mushrooms. I feel like mushrooms are perfect the way they are. All right. So I was apprehensive with lemon tech because, and rightfully so, by the time I finished this rant, but I was apprehensive with lemon tech. And the reason why was because I thought it's like having a threesome, right? You're fucking the girl you love. That's me with a mushroom, right? But now you're fucking the girl you love, but there's this other dude is sitting in the fucking closet jerking off. That another dude in the closet jerking off. That's lemon. That was a lemon. All right. And I'll tell you what else. Yeah, man. Okay. That high came on quicker. Right. Came on a lot quicker. Like 15 minutes. It normally takes me at least an hour. Exponentially faster. Well, he said 15. I'm thinking close to 30. All right.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was saying too.
But what I will tell you. So I went a year, right? Twice as fast as normal, right? I went from I call it the astronaut effect, right? Or the Apollo effect, right? When you're on mushrooms, you take the mushrooms, right? Typically, everybody probably can relate to this. You take the mushrooms and you forget you took them. You're drinking, you're talking, you forget. You're like, oh shit, I forgot I took these mushrooms. It's been like half an hour, right? And then a lot of people really fucking drop the ball there and take more. Like they take more. These things aren't even working.
It's kind of like edibles, like weed edibles. A lot of times you forget.
That's it. The forget thing.
Are pretty tasty.
There's the forget thing. There's something about it. You forget that you took it. Yeah. But then all of a sudden, typically with a penis envy, with me personally, within about 45 minutes to an hour, my hands start getting clammy. I start to develop basically a precursor of what I consider to be kind of like flu-like symptoms, right? Hot and cold, right? You know what I'm talking about? Anxious. You want to go over there, you go over there and sit over there, and you want to come back over here.
I haven't done the penis envy yet, but when I get back to Coco, that is what's on the agenda. And I imagine since the last trip that I took that I told you about, and we did the lemon teching, I imagine that's what we're going to do here on out.
So I'll tell you what, man. One thing with penis envy specifically is because of their potency. So I'm going to dial back to what I was saying a minute ago, the Apollo effect or the astronaut effect. This is a term I coined. So there's a point where the mushrooms start to kick in and you realize, okay,
they're mushrooms. I ate.
They got me. They got me.
Yes, right? Here they come.
And that's that. Now here's what I like it. I call this the Apollo effect, and I'll tell you what you're doing right there is the perfect example.
Yeah,
perfect example. I'm talking a rocket heading into space, right? That's why I call it the Apollo effect. It starts vibrating, and then it goes up. And then it goes into upper Earth atmosphere. There's turbulence. There's pressure. There's gravity. And there's the tension. And then all of a sudden you break through that goddamn firmament. And poof, now you just now you're on the other side of this thing.
Yeah,
There's
you
no more
fucked.
gravity. No more gravity, and ain't
You
nobody
fucked, buddy.
coming to help
You
you, buddy.
now.
Right? And you think back, and you're like, a nigger, I just ate 5 grams of mushrooms, mixing lemon because Dallas told me to, and now what the fuck have I done, dog?
I love this because Dallas told me to.
And
That
that
is the most beautiful part
Dude,
of this
dude,
whole story.
and I'm
because
telling you, man, I'm
Dallas
telling
told
you,
me to.
and I'm telling you, me and
Hey, so
Hatter,
ladies, anybody listening, if I tell you,
bro,
probably
me and
a good
Hatter.
idea.
And now, listen, man, I'll tell you another thing. I consider by everybody I've ever met to be a mushroom shaman, techno, goddamn cult leader. But when you told me that goddamn lemon tech and shit,
That story,
I've been like,
man.
oh, yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. No, dude,
Yeah.
we did her down, dude. We did her dirty, buddy. And I'll tell you what, 15 minutes, he was lost, dude. This guy was
Like I
the
told you,
Salvador-
though, I told you they come on a lot faster.
So, and
Here's
I,
what
what
I said. Like, and I told you, here's my experience. And we did not do 5 grams each. I'm not sure how much we did, but we did the equal amount. Me and my brother Abner.
like more or less, more 5 grams or less than 5 grams?
Less. It was less. I would say that it was a lot less. I would say it was
But did-
probably close to half as much. And we did the lemon teching for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, we did better.
And then, dude, it's like we ate it. We went outside to smoke a cigarette, and before we it seems like I smoked 2 cigarettes outside.
You grind them up? Did you grind them up?
Yeah, we chopped them
With what? Like a fucking
knife.
butcher? Oh, okay. So I went to Walmart. Sorry to interrupt you. I want you to continue. But I went to Walmart there to grab one of those fucking blade grinders, a coffee blade grinder. But it was like $40. And the lineup, they had those goddamn self-checkout lineups. I was like, fuck this. So I just used one of those old sweet leaf grinders with the pegs.
Yeah.
And I ground it up, but it wasn't powder. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you what.
No, it shouldn't be powder. I don't think. I've never done it when it was powder.
Okay, but with a real lemon teching, because I went and did a little Google Foo. And the real lemon teching, you want to grind them right into powder and mix them with the goddamn lemon tech.
Okay.
And
I'll
because
remember that
apparently
next
you will digest it just a little bit quicker.
Okay,
Right.
so it's going to be okay.
So
So
and I
maybe-
think
but
that might have
listen.
attributed towards why it took me half an hour. Sorry.
Well, listen, if it took you a half an hour, it's because you didn't grind. Like we chopped it up.
That's what I'm
pretty
thinking.
fine.
That's what I'm
Pretty
thinking we'll do.
fine. Like just like you would do, like if you were cooking.
But for the
like-
record, man, Hatter was on the moon within 15 minutes. And normally I've noticed, and you know what, man, this is not like something that this is not a flex thing. But I'll tell you, I have a particular penchant for being able to handle like heavy amounts of everything, right? So it's pretty normal so I would like you to continue that story, but quick interlude again. So I do a lot of essentially techno mushroom shaman therapy, right? Where I've saved people's lives on mushroom therapy sessions, guerrilla sessions, right? And usually how it works is I will take like 5 grams and they'll take like 1 gram or 2 grams and they're puking and they're crying. And I'm just like holding it together 100%. And that kind of becomes why that kind of turned into why I kind of developed this persona almost, but I don't believe it is a persona of kind of being this mushroom guru guy, right? Because and it's not just with mushrooms, this is everything. Like I was telling Dallas earlier, like we used to do like these, like we call them like smarty parties, and what they were is we'd steal like our parents' fucking pills and we'd mix them up in a bowl, and we just take pills, like just random pills, and I noticed a lot of times whenever there was an engagement where motherfuckers were doing psychedelics specifically, but other drugs too, like ketamine, ecstasy, cocaine, a lot of folks, when we're in a party environment, a lot of folks would pretend that they did the drugs, but they would push them onto me and say, hey Wes, take these and tell them that you saw me take them. So I kind of became a garbage receptacle for a for every drug. You know what I mean? And I did this for like most of my life. So generally, when I take people through this guided mushroom therapy sessions, I do change their lives, because what happens is I've had countless people at this point come to thank me for making they said like that you even said, man, I made your life better, by meeting me, right?
Yeah, well, I was lying though.
Well, yeah, and that's for sure. All of them were too, but it made me feel pretty good. So, but yeah, and I was afraid because it has been 2 years since I did the mushrooms, and me and Hatter splitting that lemon tech down the middle there, and I was afraid maybe Hatter's gonna have to hold my hand through the goddamn thing.
Yeah, well, it turned out to be the other way around, I'm sure.
Of course. As soon as I'm in the seat, as soon as I'm back in the seat, back in the driver's seat on that was mushrooms. Every single time I take any amount of mushrooms, every time I think to myself, before I take them, I think, oh my God, I'm terrified. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And then
that's how I feel every time.
Right. But then I remind myself, when I am afraid to take the mushroom, that means
that's when I need to take the mushrooms.
Right. That's true. And you said this also. And so
but you mean like I've told you that it's like I'm nervous to take the mushrooms, and you were like, bro,
you gotta take them. That's how you know.
That's how you know that you need to take them.
Right. And I'm sure as much as when you did end up taking them, when you lemon tech them, how I felt after I did take them, once I was in the goddamn driver's seat, right? Every single time I take any amount of mushrooms,
yes,
I always think to myself, I wish I had taken more. That's a real fact, man. That's a real fact.
No, absolutely. I always feel the same way, whether I'm dosing by myself, which I've done several fucking times.
I watched you do it. We've done it, and it's gonna be on Locals. We've done videos of this where you'll take out the little pill at 0.5 gram, and I'm like, why don't you take all 5? And you're like, all right, fuck it, right? And you're like, right, what? But that's the thing that happens with mushroom. You're always like, well, I'm gonna just dip my foot in the water.
Well, yeah,
but it don't work that way.
No, it doesn't. You gotta go.
You gotta
go. If you're gonna go, you gotta go. If you're going to go, you have to go.
And this is
in order to go anywhere, you have to leave.
And this is the best. Yeah, you have to go. Yeah, and this is the best.
Have to go.
This is the fucking best. This is the most well coveted secret with all true psychonauts. And people write these books. I got 400 books over here. Okay, and these are motherfuckers who are psychologists. These are motherfuckers who are psychiatrists. These are motherfuckers who study the brain, who study etymology, who study ethnobotany. Okay, and all these motherfuckers, you tell them 5 grams. There's no way. They would never even touch the fucking thing. And they're writing, whole religions were written about this. Terence McKenna says 5 dry grams. Silent darkness.
It's the heroic dose. I fucking coined that shit for you, like before I even heard about it. When when we were talking about Jesus way back in the day, and you got to go way back to find that shit.
I found God through mushroom.
Yeah, and it's like, and that was like long before you were on the show. I mean, you were on the show a couple times, I think. Yeah. But that was the first show that you and I did. I was talking to you, and it was just an audio only. You may have to go back to Spotify and find that. When we were talking about Jesus is the mushroom, I think that's the name of the show. And it was and I'm like, dude, we just need to be doing a show right now. So we stopped our conversation, started a fucking podcast,
and out went the rest of the gang.
And it's kind of
when I became the co-host.
Pretty much, man. It's like, yeah, it was still probably a year from there when you were the actual co-host. You were on the show. We started remote viewing with people who were unwilling to fucking accept that they could remote view. Former friends of the show, like K. Lebo knows. He was on that show with Kelly.
Force-fed
Kelly. Hey, yeah, by the way, condolences to Kelly for losing the beauty contest last week. And
I heard about that, man. Miss Universe.
Yeah, Yeah.
Close. He was close.
He lost to the transgender.
That's how it always works. It's always the fucking trannies taking over the whole ride. But I'll tell you, man, I'll tell you what. So one thing that I wanted to bring up to you, and I want to do a live on this show, so that way I have this sense of obligation. Okay?
There's continuity here, man. There's like,
Right.
you know, you can hold me to the fucking fire.
So hear me out, man. So we talked about the mushroom cast. We talked about it. We talked about it for a long time. Right. And what it was going to be. You remember how it was going to go?
Yeah.
We were going to start the show, and I was going to measure out whatever, say 5 grams.
7 grams.
Was that what I was going to do? 7? I'll do
7 grams. Yeah, a quarter.
And then what we're going to do is you watch. I will eat the mushrooms right to start the show.
And we would start the podcast and just keep going.
And then just go as long as we can.
So are you saying you want to do that now? Now that you
100%. I'm so pissed that we haven't done it yet. But no, I think that. Okay, so let's put it this way: I ain't afraid of the mushroom after the last night.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. No, like,
so,
look,
yeah, let's do it.
All right. So like, and that was like similar experience for me. It's like, and I remember I'm sitting there with my cousin who I love, man, dearly, and he is my brother. And we're cousins, but he's my brother. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
And he's like, and he said more than once, he was like, dude, this is the best I've ever felt in my life.
Everybody has a mushroom story, and they are always positive.
Dude, and anyway, so like I reached out to him and he started sending me pictures. He's like, because I remember telling you that we had 2 different types, and we did one.
The McKenna's, and then also you did what was the other one? Hang on, it was
the other one like was Strand X or something.
Right, which I've never heard of either of these. And then when I looked them up,
the McKenna's are real.
Yeah, and we talked about it on the show, man. The McKenna's are some wild shit. I've got 20 McKenna books here. Yeah, including the mushroom grower's guide.
Yeah. So they were named after him. So so and he told me, it's like, man, such a good time. And anyway, look, a week later, he's moving out of his old lady's house and like just like
that's it. That's
just
how
like
it works.
just taking control of his
works.
life and back to when we were really good friends.
That's
it's
how
like,
it works, bro.
It's like, man, back when we were dear friends, it's like we saw each other all the time. And it's like, now I've been living in Florida for 3 years and I've seen him fucking 5 times, you know. Yeah. And it's like we're only like an hour or so apart. And it's like, dude, that's kind of ridiculous.
But you know what? But I mean,
and the last time we were there, though, hang on, the last time I was there is when we did the fucking dose.
Oh, that's
when we ate the shrooms. And it was like, and I could tell he did not want her to take the shrooms. I could tell. And it would have, dude, if she had took the shrooms, it would have been a totally different fucking thing.
100%.
And I was talking to the lady earlier, and we were talking about eating shrooms, and it's just like, you know, I don't want to eat shrooms with everybody.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
it's like there's a lot of people that it's like, well, I'm not sure that like your vibrations are going to be cool whenever we eat. I may not even bring up the mushrooms.
Right. So I got that. I understand that thing. And that is a real fact, man. So a lot of times
when
I take the heroic dose, I do it in silent darkness there and I go solo. And so that was part of my apprehensions with going with Hatter last night. But I'll tell you one thing. But I'll tell you, every time, man, I personally have this this relationship with not just mushrooms, but with other people's energies and their vibes and shit like that, where I can like I said, escort them through the entire
navigate
process.
It. Is that what you ended up doing though?
And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, Hatter said last night. He said, so Hatter, we'll get him on the show. So Hatter's an old friend of mine. Hatter got into some problems. This old lady started cheating on him with a neighbor and called a domestic in on him. And
that's what happens when you live in a trailer park, man.
and he's going through a lot of igloos, but he's going through a lot of shit, right?
Trailer park, igloo parks.
and our mutual cocaine dealer came up to me and was like, Wesley, you gotta get a hold of Hatter, man.
The black guy?
Yeah. He's the
British black guy.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's
kind of British. Dude, I got a 30-minute conversation with him. Recorded. Look on locals, everybody. He was talking to me about buying guns.
yeah, dude. No, he wanted you to be a gun runner, is what he did.
I am down.
so and now this guy, he's a I've been rolling this guy for 20 years. He's been my blow dealer since I was in diapers. So anyways,
yeah, you gotta lock down your blow dealers while you're still in diapers, folks.
You got it, man. You got it.
You
no,
really
that's why I never did blow when I was in
like,
diapers. I did do acid. I did do acid when I was in diapers.
I got some acid right here, bro.
How much you got?
I got 2 full hits of blotter and then like a quarter hit of some Madman.
What do you think? What do you say? You do the acid, I'll do the mushrooms, and we'll do the cast.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's a good idea at all.
I think it's a fucking goddamn good idea. That's acid.
All right, you send me the shrooms, I'll send you the acid, and then we'll do it.
So so my heavily pigmented friend here, he comes around, he says, you got to get a hold of Hatter, man. He's in a lot of trouble. But I ain't seen Hatter in 10 years. I used to work with him when I was working at General Motors. So I get a hold of Hatter and I'm like, buddy, it's time. And he answers the phone and he's like, bro, I was thinking about you for the last 3 days. And I'm like, I know. It's time. I ain't seen you in 10 years. He comes rolling around there. And I put him through the work, man. I put him through the goddamn work, you know.
No, look, you guys, we done talked about it on the show before. It's like you guys have been in it and out of it.
He said that the only reason he ain't in jail for murdering a motherfucker is because of me. But I'll tell you what. So I'll tell you another story. So I got a million of them. And one of them did not go so well. But as a mushroom techno shaman that I have become here, right? I have changed people's lives. There was a girl, she was in an abusive relationship, right? And she was afraid to give it all up. She's got kids in the house. She comes over here. I throw her on the goddamn couch. Right? Hey, I give her the goddamn mushrooms. And I put her through the thing, and you know what she said after that? She left.
Fuck yourself.
She left. She fucking divorced the dude. Hey, found a new man. All right. She's happier than she's ever been. And now she quit her shit job, and she's got this little business on Etsy where she's selling jewelry and making way more money. And this girl has never been more at peace in her life. And she told me she owes her entire happiness and everything that she knows. Everything that she has become, she owes it to me. And you know what? Tons of people.
So what do you charge her, like a blowjob a week?
Here's what I charge. Here's what I charge these folks. I charge them
one blowjob per week.
One blowjob per week. No, what I charge them with is, here's what I tell every motherfucker. They say whatever you need, and I say there's one thing I need. There's only one thing. There's only one reason that you are here and why I taught you and why you learn what you've learned. You go and teach somebody else the lesson that I had taught you, and that is the tax. You go, and if you can do this, what I have done to you, if you can do this to one person, then that is all. That's all you owe me. That's all you owe me. I've taught you God's work, and you're a missionary, and now you got to go out there and you got to preach, you got to teach, now you're a messenger, and now you got to go out there and you got to do it to somebody else.
That's awesome.
But there was this one guy, he was a homeless guy there, and he spent Christmas to New Year's.
What, in your house?
Keep the music going. Yeah. Homeless guy I've been a big friends with for a long time. His name's Joe Webb. And I put him through the mushroom trials there. And And there's this knife I like that I had. It was a multi-tool. Like kind of like that one I cut that girl up with you guys to see on Locals.
Yeah, look that up.
And this guy really liked this Leatherman, right? And so I sent him on his way on New Year's Day.
The Gerber's better. I got the Gerber right
Fuck
here.
Gerber ain't got shit on Leatherman. Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. The way the tools deploy is so much better. They lock in. Yeah, but anyway, go ahead. Finish this story so we can finish this stream.
Yeah, turn the music up. We gotta go on. I'll see. So, so I sent him on his way on New Year's Day there, and he said I changed his life irrevocably. I sent him up the way there, sent him off there 5 grams of mushrooms, and that Leatherman. New Year's Day, he went on up to a Tim Hortons. He ate those mushrooms and stabbed the dude to death. Got arrested by the cops, and the cops beat him to death in the holding cell.
Joe Webb, he's dead.
Yeah, I'm not making that out. He's a close friend of mine for a long time.
I looked that up, man. Somebody fucking hold us to the test. Let's see if that's true, man.
Joe Webb, Oshawa, 17 Division.
Oh, man. God
Sometimes it doesn't go as well as other times.
God bless the departed. Hey, and God bless you if you're listening to the show this deep into it, man. You got something special. And you are something special.
Wait, you talking to these retards that listen to us? Or are you talking about me?
I'm talking about the retards that do the show.
Yeah, man. If you join Locals, you're a fucking idiot. What a waste.
If you join Locals, you're obviously trying to find dirt on us, and that will be the place to do it.
It'll all be Virginia. We're gonna use all your money to get high on drugs in order to get prostitutes and fucking buy a bunch of 1776 coffee.
1776 coffee. That's why we're so juiced. All right, everybody. This has been Under the Tree for the Sunday Hangover. Hey, let's try to get one in before Wednesday.
Yeah,
we got to get a 4th of July show and an Independence Day show in. So.
Oh, what about tomorrow? What about Canada Day? That don't matter.
All right, let's do Canada Day.
Let's do every goddamn day.
All right, tune in tomorrow for Canada Day. We're going to do a live show, man. You heard it right here first.
Oh, damn, I can't believe I committed that.
You did it to yourself, brother. All right, man. It's Under the Tree 420.
In the bathroom taking a shave, and I heard a screeching.
That's somewhere between a screech and a whistle.
Hang on, wait, I got more stories for you, man. I got more
you got more stories. All right, we're back into it. Under the Tree 420 for.
No, man, I got North Korea troops. I got. We haven't even touched half of these. Let's go. Well, you want to go get someone to beat?
You want to get? Well,
yeah. All right, fuck it. Let's go.
You want to save it for tomorrow?
Nope. I want to put you in
that. How much do you have to say about fucking?
No, you hang up. This is what he does to me. Okay, folks. Here's what he does.
How much do you have to say about Canada?
Every guy.
You can't say inside of 20 fucking minutes. Oh, we burned the White House. All right, they burned the White House. What else?
What was it called before the White House? Mr. Goddamn.
What did you guys call it? That's what I thought.
We call it the Buggery House.
Yeah, sounds pretty British. Laissez les ventons brûler.
Well, that's what originally. Did you know that homosexuality in Canada was originally punishable by death, and it was called buggering?
That's what you're involved in. That's fine.
That's a true story, man. I'll tell you.
So you got suspended from school.
Wow, I mean that wasn't that old.
Hey, just tune back in. If you don't find it in our archives, federal agents, just subscribe on Locals. It's going to be dumped, and I mean dumped like diarrhea all over fucking Locals.
Are you sure we should do that, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. If
I'm not even sure we should do that. If we get, I'll tell you what. If we get what number of followers should we?
Okay,
wait?
so I'll give you an example. So I posted on Facebook the other day and said, if this Facebook post gets 1 like, I will drink today. And then I liked it. So let's roll with that, right?
Perfect.
It's 1 like.
Perfect. If we get 1 follow on locals, if we get 1 subscriber, if you click that red button, you say join.
I don't think we should post any of it, man. I don't think we should even do local thing. It's a bad
Well,
idea.
we can't fucking not do it now. We already said that we're gonna.
Have you
do
heard
it.
this Bill C65 shit? This fucking internet, this shit in Canada here, dog.
Hey, listen. Do you want me to send you a boat so you can float across the lake? Or
I
do
sent you
want me to fuck
2
out
boats
right
and
now?
a helicopter. What else do you need?
I talk to your mom. Talk to your mom about fucking escaping the.
I went
communism.
upstairs. I went upstairs early to grab a pack of smokes, and my mom was talking to my niece, and she was teaching racism to my niece. She's like, "Here's what these brown folks do. They move in. They build these townhouses, and they'll move in, and then they won't let no white folks move in there." My mom's an animal, dude. My mom's an animal. She's like, "You see Trump? You see Trump? He ruined her. He ruined." Dude, it was a goddamn slaughter, man. Hey, we haven't even really got into that. Let's talk about that.
Hey, we really got in. I don't think we need to, man. There's
We
only
could have
so much
birdies.
you can
We
make
could have
fun of
birdies.
retarded people.
I'm not gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna keep you going, dog. Well, you know what? And in fact, Trump did pretty good. He was pretty respectful until he dropped that video there. What was that? The on highlights. But I will tell you, and
I'll tell you this much. He says he's 6'5" and 246. I'll tell you what. And Trump's over there falling off the podium.
But I will tell you another thing, man.
He's like, or maybe he's six. He said he's 6'4", and
Yeah, size 13
and 230. But that's what he says. But I'll tell you what he is. He's a liar.
Right. I mean, but you know what? I'll tell you something. That debate was not as hard hitting as the 2016 debate. Okay, hang on. Listen.
All right. Should we stop this stream and start a new one? All right. Let's just keep going. Fuck it.
Let's just, yeah, man. I'm not gonna let you go. Yeah, let's start. Let's just start. Hey, under the tree.
I don't think who's gonna tune in at 3 hours in. If
Well,
you're tuning in now,
we got a total of 4.
Oh wow! Well, thank God for that. Somebody's in on locals, probably the feds. That's our own. That's our one Fed detractor.
I say we just hold on. I say we just keep it together. Just to fuck. This guy wants to go home to his wife and kids. This Virginia cocksucker.
Not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
tilt this camera around and pointing at my bed, and you're gonna watch me sleep tonight, motherfucker.
They told me I'm sorry, honey. They said they said they were gonna end the podcast an hour ago, and they keep going.
They just keep going and going.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. The 2016, Trump versus Hillary, that was a fucking goddamn slot.
All right, so listen, in 2016, I changed my political look. I registered to vote prior to 2016. Well, it may actually been in 2016. I signed a petition. They were trying to get alcohol sales in this small town in Kentucky in which I was living. All right. So
wait, is that a dry state or what?
Well, no, it was a dry county at the time.
Dry county. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. So no alcohol sales, no bar sales, no restaurants, nothing. All right. So it was up on the vote. And this particular election in 2016. So early 2016, that summer, there's people walking around with clipboards, sign this petition. And it's like, are you registered to vote? And I'm like, well, I just moved here from Texas. I'm not registered to vote here. So I filled out a little fucking piece of paper and they're like, well, what party are you affiliated with? I said, and I was stoned. I said the Green Party. That's exactly what I said.
Dude,
the Green Party. But then I found out what the Green Party was all about. So
nah, it ain't so green.
All right. So then, all right, 2016, as the summer moved on, you started to see everyone who was running for president, and there was like what 16 motherfuckers.
What was his name? Hang on, I'm trying to remember them.
There was Bush from Florida,
okay,
Rand Paul from Kentucky.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Some fucking golf guy, hotel dude named Donald Trump,
some gangster,
Ted Cruz, Mark Rubio.
No, you ain't said the name I'm thinking yet.
If you would just let me run with it.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, I'm on cocaine and other intoxicants.
Yeah, I know, man. Fuck, dude. That's why you're wanting to keep going. I'm not on those. All right, so 2016.
Bernie Sanders.
No, he was a Democrat. He was a Democrat person that they took it from and gave it to Hillary.
All right. So
the number of candidates, election selected delegates, 17 major candidates. All right. So hang on. Let's take a look at the actual candidates. All right. So you had Donald Trump, of course, who ended up winning, but his state was New York. Then you had Ted Cruz from Texas, Marco Rubio from Florida,
right?
John Kasich. I didn't remember him. He's from Ohio. He's from
Never heard of that guy.
I have. Why can I not see anyone else? All right, so I changed my voting affiliation before the election to Republican affiliated party. So I could vote for Rand Paul.
So you were rooting for Rand Paul.
I wasn't rooting for anyone. I voted for Rand Paul in the primary. Which is different than, it's like, listen, man, a lot of people look at the whole political bullshit as rooting. That's a problem. It's a problem. It's a fucking problem. It's a problem. People look at politics like team sports.
100% they do. Totally. That's a perfect analogy, man. And a lot of people are voting for Biden.
You don't know the quarterback stats. You don't know the pitcher stats. And it's like, but yet, your boyfriend roots for the team or whatever, or it's the team that all your friends or your dad roots for.
Yeah. That's what
you don't really know why. You just kind of fall in line.
And this is why I detest politics generally anyway. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
that's
also
the reason why most people, when they start waking up, detest politics, and which I did too. But
right.
The thing about it is, it's like that's what it's designed to do. To
exactly.
Make if you start to become conscious and start to become aware of these people who are keeping score and fucking making decisions that affect your fucking life, and then it's like, oh, well, you should be so upset with finding out how the system actually works that you want to just like distance yourself from
it's
that.
Kind of like a post-politic ideology. And when
it's like, you just got out of a relationship where dude beats you. You're gonna be a little sensitive moving into the next relationship unless you're
I'll tell you, Dallas, a lot of people give me flack for not being politically oriented because they say, oh, I thought you were smart, but you don't follow politics. And I'm like, I am smart, and that is why I do not follow politics.
You do,
but it's not that I don't. Okay, it's not that I don't follow politics. Okay, but in fact, what it actually
you're not outwardly spoken. Well, here's what you don't do. Listen,
in fact,
and it's like, listen, think about the Palestinian fucking Israeli thing.
Right.
How much have we talked about that?
Well,
very little.
Is it because of our lack of knowledge about it, or lack of giving a shit?
Well, to some extent, I think that's the case.
Maybe both.
But it's like, But the whole thing, not just that particular facet of the geopolitical sphere, but it's like we know about MK Ultra. We know about,
and that's it, man. The mainstream.
We know
media
about
and
propaganda. We know
propaganda.
that we are useful fucking idiots if we allow ourselves to be.
But
So-
yet, paradoxically, you and I delve very deeply into politics. But guess what you and I do? Guess what you and I? We talk about the actual politics.
Well, we question it. That's the thing.
We don't talk
We're
about
not
Orange
assigning-
man versus
Yeah, it's like, so many people, and all right, so here's my main takeaway from the debates. My main takeaway is, all right, so like, we've always known that Joe Biden is a fucking imbecile, retard.
Yeah.
They used to call them imbeciles. I'm not sure if you know that. I'm not here to disparage anyone who is retarded. I would rather you be president than this son of a bitch, because you probably know right from wrong.
And I am
good from
absolutely
bad.
retarded. That's true.
Well, but this person is totally bought and sold and being leveraged and maneuvered.
Which we
based
all
on
know Trump will
keeping his kids out of prison.
Yeah.
Look, hundreds. It looks like even no matter what's going to happen, he's going to go to prison.
Right. Did you see that next video the next day after the debates where Biden was saying he's going to put Trump in prison?
I think you may have fallen victim to the cheap fakes that
Entirely possible, man. But one thing that I will assure you is, and everybody already knows this, that Biden is a meat puppet, right? And Trump
best.
will not be, and Trump at best, yeah, and Trump will not be a meat puppet, and therein lies the goddamn problem. And I think that, all right, a couple of things. I think that Trump was not as the reason why I brought up the 2016 election, the 2016 debates with Hillary. Trump was a murderer during those debates. Trump psychologically
gave everyone a nickname, bro.
Dude, Trump psychologically.
Listen, hang on. I do that to my kinfolk.
Yeah,
all my nieces.
Crooked Hillary.
They got a little nickname.
Hillary.
And I didn't do it in replication of Trump. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying he did in replication of me. But it's like you put a little nickname on people and you remember them.
Sleepy Joe Biden.
It's like, how you gonna remember these people because they're so underneath you?
Sound bites. There's sound bites.
No, you're gonna remember their fucking nickname.
The sound bites. That's it.
Crooked Hillary. Look at her.
Yeah.
Would you look at her? Look, she
wants to kill the baby.
She wants to kill the baby.
Bro, he dismantled her psychologically. And now here's what I was gonna point out.
Dude, if you watch that fucking, just go raw, fucking turn everything off, watch that debate.
The 2016 election.
No wonder that bitch was stroking out after that.
Bro, he completely systematically destroyed her psychologically. And now here's what I want to point. Yeah, exactly. 100%. That was exactly how she behaved.
When they was trying to load her into the van. You remember that shit?
Yeah, right. He wrecked her. Hillary pantsuit Clinton. But I'll tell you what he did. Now I thought
a brown streak right down the center of the back, but whatever.
Yeah, I got one of those too. But I was gonna tell you, man, the one thing when I seen this new debate, I thought Trump was not on his A game until I revisited the debate and thought about it, and I realized Trump was 100% way more on his A game.
Way more on his A game.
What he did was he was
not distracted.
He was not trying to hurt. He was not trying to destroy Biden. What
he could have. It was very easy.
He didn't call him one nickname.
He called out the fact that he's like, I'm not. He's like, Trump, your response. He's like, I'm not sure what he said there, and I'm not sure that he knows what he
I
said.
don't think he knows what he said.
And it's like,
but you know what, man? But he was honestly, he was a gentleman. He was an absolute gentleman.
Even look when Biden started talking about golf. That was the ultimate picture. Hey man, will you bring me a beer? Is that you in there? But when he started talking about golf, Biden says, "How was a six handicap?" Trump, look, here's what Trump did. Like, if you're looking at my picture, you know, he's holding the pedestal like this, right? You know, Trump says,
"Yeah."
And look, and they turned his mic back on.
And yeah, that's what they did. And now we're going to talk about that.
On right there.
I want to talk about that.
And
I want to talk about that.
They put him out there to fucking crucify him.
That's exactly what we're gonna go. Dude, you on the same page. I'm so
happy.
To kill the Biden. I'm so happy because I'm gonna tell you exactly what you
ruined everything, dude. Dallas
ruined the plot.
The plot of everything.
I swear to God, we have not talked about this once.
This is why I'm such a most conspiracy theorists hate me, because I tell them what it's all about.
And let me take the center floor and tell them what you're about to say, because I already know, because that's where I was gonna take it.
Gonna kill the Biden.
So here's what happened.
She wants to kill the Biden. Hey, look, we'll speculate on what is actually going to happen beyond.
All right, now
tell me the Biden.
Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think about this observation that I made, because you just said it. But like, tell me what you think of this observation. All right, so Biden's crew made the rules, right? You know, the mic would be silenced, all that shit. Okay, and then listen, they stopped.
Not Podesta in there, by the way.
But they stopped fucking muting. They stopped muting Trump, bro, after a certain point.
Look, that is one thing that I noticed. Like, all right, so like in the end, they just let him kind of go at it for a little bit, right?
They let him go. They let him go wild, hog wild. And what I think happened there,
especially when Biden started talking about golf, and Trump was obviously just like, he was not shaking. He was shaking from laughter.
Right. Yo, you've seen complete.
Trump had total composure that whole fucking show. And look, that's one thing that Trump has experience with. He produced a fucking show, a reality show called The Apprentice. You forget this. So it's like, they're like, hey, this is a show. There's no there's no audience for him to play up to. And they thought that Trump wouldn't do well in that fucking environment. Trump said, I want to debate the motherfucker. I don't care. Make the rules. I want to debate them.
Well, it was Biden who initiated the debate.
Yes. Well, his campaign didn't they?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's not very easy.
So here's what I think.
Hey, hang on. Listen, homie. Like, let's say you're Biden, because, you know, let's face it, you're retarded. All right. So, but you're the incumbent, so you have this shoe in. So you're automatically your party's candidate, right? For re-election. You're in office and you're automatically your party's candidate. All right. Well, let's say you're fucking retarded. All right. So
like that fucking swimsuit model. What was it? The Victoria's Secret model.
Oh, the retarded model.
Yeah.
She had great tits. I would love to see what her nipples look like. Did you ever look that up and see if she ever got naked? Somebody talked that bitch into being naked. I promise. She's retarded. She probably didn't know any better. I shouldn't say that.
But am I wrong on what my thought process is here? Let me interrupt you here. Hang on. That they were leading the hog to the slaughter, dog. Those guys, they fed him.
If you look at the way the liberal mainstream media just immediately fucking put the teeth out. You know, it's like, I mean, well, I just like, if it was not a plan, it should have been a plan.
If it was not a plan, yeah.
Look, people who have been paying attention know, man. You and I fucking know. We know that he's a fucking retard. We have seen him fucking do retarded shit. Biden is a fucking brain dead fucking puppet, a meat fucking puppet.
And bless his heart, man. Well, bless his heart, but yeah.
Yes, it's like, and it's like
he should be dead.
You know, we've talked about this shit before. It's like you got to point the finger at fucking Jill Biden for being the elder abuser. I mean,
and she was right on.
That bitch just wants the fucking title. Look, she wants them to hand it to her.
Yep. Yeah,
she wants them to hand it to her. That is the bottom fucking line.
Cheerleader.
That's the only thing that she wants. She does. I mean, dude. I mean,
typical fucking woman.
Look, obviously, she does not give a fuck about
she actually cared about Biden. She put him in a med.
Whenever they clip the brake lines of Biden's wife's car, and she died, and a couple of the kids died in that fiery car wreck.
Yeah, like what happened with
Jill Biden, who was not Jill Biden at the time. She was Jill somebody else, married to somebody else, and she started helping Senator Biden with his two boys who somehow did not die in the fiery car wreck.
And those kids are fucked.
And one of them died, and the other one's Hunter.
Yeah, and Hunter fucked his brother's old lady, man. You heard about that?
There ain't nothing wrong with that. I might bang my brother. I might
the crack addict fucked the brother of the.
Well, here's the main thing. Look, there's a grandchild, brother. There's a grandchild that they won't acknowledge from the stripper that Hunter banged.
You mean the one that he dragged through the goddamn hotel room that night?
I'm not sure if it's the same one.
Oh, true. You know what, man? Biden's gone through it. He's lived a good life. He's lived a full life. You know, he's had to deal with that.
He's never had a real job in his life.
He's had to deal with Hunter. You know, it's time for him to retire.
He never had a real job in his life.
So what do you think? What do you think?
Whole life. He never had a real job.
So when's the next debate? September?
Never a real job.
I knew you were going to laugh at that. What is it, September? Is that the next one?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, man, it was not
the same. If Biden survives to September. All right, so here's the one thing we haven't talked about. All right, so let's close the show with this. Who do you think that the Democrats are gonna want to put in place? Now you got Mama Kamala as vice president. You got Jill Biden, who's been stepping up. Man, that tomato juice looks good, dude. Over here on the carnivore.
Oh shit.
Yeah, except for the Reese cups I've been eating.
Ugh, Reese's. Is it Reese's?
Reese's Pieces.
So we got Kamala,
Mama Kamala. Who else they got? They got Michael, Big Mike.
It's gonna be Big Mike. It's too late. It's too late.
All right, so it's not so easy to just transfer the fucking.
It's too late. I think it's
hang on. Look, if you donate to the Joe Biden political campaign, how easy is it to convert that money over to Big Mike's political campaign? Even though Big Mike has fucking said time and time has came out, and the only reason why I would still keep Big Mike on the back burner as a possibility is because Big Mike has said, and listen, and Dan Bongino says that, like when he was working under the Obama administration, that Big Mike did not enjoy the politics.
But isn't it too late? I don't know. I heard it's too late for anybody.
Too late. Look, the Democratic National Convention is where they select the fucking nominee, bro. That's coming up about 3 or 4 weeks after Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is where the fucking Republican National Convention is. And I'm going to try to fucking get some press credentials and get down in there.
Oh man, for sure. Did you hear about the notion that there may be
a notion?
The notion that there may be a UFO. Somebody come up on the goddamn.
Somebody's coming off a UFO.
What I'm saying is apparently UFOs are so enamored into politics now that it might become a presidential debate topic.
Jesus Christ, dude. You're not retarded, are you? You still might be AOC. Hang on. I'm going to give you a second to think about what you just said.
AOC?
I'm going to give you a second. Look, no headphones. I can't hear what you say. But I'm going to give you a second to just think about, like, and then when I come back, I want you to have a real question, okay?
All right.
Just a real one. Go ahead and tell me what you were talking about. But I'm not gonna be listening.
Oh, that's fine, man. I don't listen to most of what I say anyway. Trump says he has a UFO files. When he be asked about it in the debate. Well, they inject the UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, into elections. Former President Trump admitted that he has. Sorry, I'm absolutely way more hammered than I was when I started this show. Former President Trump admitted that he has UFO files ahead of Thursday showdown with President Biden. Or would he release them to the public? That is a question fueling the disclosure debate. Social media campaign urged the debate moderator.
I don't know if you heard me. I just want to make sure you heard me. You son of a bitch. All I heard was Trump and UFO files.
Yeah, man.
You're really trying to run through this rundown, man. Good on you.
I'm not joking, man. Social media
I'm going to
campaign.
sell you the show. I'm going to sell it to you.
Man,
I'm sorry I interrupted, man. Let me learn something. Come on.
The next president of the United States will make critical decisions about UAP, unidentified anomalous phenomena, disclosure and government transparency. New Paradigm Institute Chief Counsel Daniel Sheehan said.
Before you read that quote, I'm wondering how far can you roll your eyes in the back of your head before you start to stroke out? Is it measurable? All right, never mind. Go ahead.
I seen Biden do some pretty crazy shit with his eyes, man. They went from blue to brown.
It's not real eyes. Go ahead.
They went from blue to brown, bro.
Tell me what that bitch said.
It's time for all presidential candidates, Joe Biden, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Donald Trump, to commit to UFO/UAP disclosure and transparency, regardless of political affiliation. The time has come to inject UAP into the political discourse of our elections. That's it. That's all I've seen. I remember I just seen that thing, and I thought I'd bring it up. Oh, hey, but while we're on the goddamn thing, now let me show you. Let me show you. We were talking about the. So, I showed you videos of the goddamn UFOs. Remember that shit over the goddamn lake?
Yeah, and the Chinese lanterns. Yeah, I remember. That was like, look, Kelly was still a co-host back then.
Right. Yeah, and
I definitely remember. All right, make it full screen if you're going to show it.
Yeah, man, I'm getting into that. Yeah.
I'm glad you got it queued up. Jesus.
So here's what I want to tell you, man. So, yeah, I paused it for a minute so I can get dialed in. So here, we talked about the UFO Silver Lake, Ontario that I've shown you numerous times, and they just kind of look like little dots in the sky. But this video right here very much encompasses how they actually look. Here, look at that. You see that crazy ass shit there? Look at
that. All right, make it big, man. Come on, don't be scared. That's ball lightning.
Ball lightning, according to Wikipedia or any other scholarly article.
All right, look, I love the zoom in. I mean, it's right behind my camera. I'm trying to lean out to look at it.
Yeah, ball
lightning. I look good in the wide shot, man. We should do this more often.
I know. I love the wide shot. You can see the bookshelf here.
Yeah.
But this is the shit I see, bro. I see this shit.
All right. Hang on. Look, they're totally losing it. I'm not saying that the shot's not real, but let's see. How long is the video, bro?
The video is 2 minutes and 57 seconds long.
2 minutes. And then what happens at the end? Let's go to the end when they fucking flash out. How long? And then, all right, let's watch what happens. Look at the nice line on the lake, though.
That's what I see. That's what I see.
It kind of looks fabricated to me in that.
Right, but I don't give a shit what you think.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you what I see. I'll
All
tell
right,
you what
now I
see.
want you to look something up for me, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to look up how long a Chinese lantern.
That ain't that. No.
Motherfucker, look it up.
How long is a Chinese lantern? What are you smoking?
A plastic weed.
Oh, is that the Delta 8?
No. This is the legitimate.
Fuck, I just burned a hole in my goddamn pants.
Hey, look, man, I was just noticing right here. I've got a hole right there. I know there's a hole in my sleeve right here. But someone gave me this hoodie, and then someone else told me they wanted the hoodie. So I'm like, I'll just pass it along.
Yeah, but you ain't passing along yet.
I'm just enjoying it while I have it.
Hey, man, so guess what?
It's about 2.5 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes. 2.5.
Wait, how long? I didn't even look
How long a Chinese lantern lasts in the air, man? That's the question. I can't believe how long. Look, I know we put on like 15, 20 minutes on the front end of the show, just like playing music before we started. But we're at like 3 hours right now. If you started with us and you're here right now, please make a comment, make a notation in the live chat, reach out on the X at Under the Tree 420. We want to do something nice for you. If you put up with us for 3 fucking hours,
bro, it's all goddamn.
Look, I had the motherfucker over here at Casey's watching you read whatever in the fuck you were reading.
Wait, I was reading something? I don't even know.
I'm like, I'm in the middle of a podcast, man. I just ran out of beer and I didn't want to be without beer.
How long does sky lanterns burn? The fire at the base of the sky lantern does not burn for a very long time in optimal conditions, little wind, no obstacles, and clear sky. The fire can burn for about 8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes.
700 to 1,600 feet high. Now, I seen
1,600?
16, it goes up to 16, but I seen these motherfuckers come right out of that water, bro. For half an hour.
Have you ever looked at how they flicker out?
Yeah.
Much like the videos that you sent on your initial fucking show before we ever started doing remote viewing. You remember that?
Right,
Do you remember?
What?
You remember that time we was membering about membrane?
You remember that time I got you to read my goddamn mind through the Akashic records, buddy? You ain't gonna believe what I'm telling you about these goddamn lights in the sky.
I can't believe that you don't think that I don't think that you don't think that I don't think that you don't think that I don't think that I know what the fuck is going on.
Well, that's the problem, man. You think you know what I think.
Whoa.
You know what I think you know, but
I
you
never
don't have
said
any
that
idea.
I never said that I
You
think.
got no idea what I think that you think that I think.
No, you're right. I don't.
I'm wrong. I was.
That's
totally
why
wrong.
no, and I never said you were wrong. But
I'm
that's
sorry.
exactly why I just tell you what to do.
I'm a meat puppet.
Meat
That's the
suit.
name of the show. Hey? What do they call that? Then marionette meat suit puppet apocalypse.
Dude, who's pulling the strings, bro?
Well, I'll tell you who ain't pulling the goddamn strings, and it ain't you and I. It ain't none of you motherfuckers tuning in.
Who is pulling the strings, man? Hey, hit us up at Under the Tree 420. I wish you guys could see this architecture. Dude, this is shit that humans used to be fucking capable of. I don't know, 100, 200 years ago. No, I just got to Google.
Sistine Chapel.
No, it's just some kind of fucking palace, man. It looks somewhere in Eastern Europe.
I'll tell you what, I seen some Aztec patterns on the mushrooms last night, and I'll tell you, I've seen this numerous times on the mushrooms. Hear me out. It's like Aztec patterns, like the squares, you know, like the lines of the squares, you know, and like the Aztec patterns,
little triangles. Looks like a river.
Right? Yeah, but the cool thing was it was like in this weird technicolor, like kind of like static on a television. It was kind of like every color. It was just like.
Wait, I understand. You remember me telling you about the first time I was teching some mushrooms? They were blue meanies. We teched we ground up fucking 3.5 grams in each shot glass and squirted it full of lemon juice and let it sit for a while. And
you use a real lemon?
No, we just used the juice.
The lemon juice, which I should have bought because we were squeezing tons of lemons. And another thing I want to ask, how'd you grind them up? You cut them up, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think we cut these up with scissors.
Okay. I thought about doing that. I should have done that. But go on.
But we like last time we just used a sharp knife and a cutting board.
So you're on 3.5.
But the first time I lemon tech, yeah. So, and I remember, I'm sure I talked about it on the show at least. We had a fire. It's me and a friend of mine who is no longer with us. He checked out. But that night he was there. And he and I were drinking beer around the fire, and the fire was black and white and was pixelated.
Pixelated. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That pixelated shit. But imagine that. But like
everything,
a malfunctioning monitor, like like every color, like pink. But yeah, pixelated for sure. Yeah, you did tell me about this. The pixelated fire.
The little
but monochrome,
digital squares,
like Minecraft, but monochrome. That's wild. Usually, I've encountered colors colors that don't exist. I've encountered colors that don't exist.
No, dude, this shit was gray, but it was so dark out there. But yeah, man, it stands out. That stands out, and I'm happy that it does because that guy ended up committed suicide for some reason. And I can't be bothered with he owed me money for some weed when he killed himself. I have his guitar, dude. I mean, we made a trade. Now I feel obligated to hang on to his guitar. Which anyway, it's my guitar. And I got a hell of a deal on it. I would never have bought the guitar. It is a Les Paul. I would have bought a Les Paul sooner or later, but anyway, it was his Les Paul. And
well, yeah, man, we encounter motherfuckers and we have journeys with them, and then they die.
It's like there's only so much you can say about somebody who pulls their own plug
posthumously. The thing is, either you're gonna outlive every motherfucker and they're all gonna die, and you're gonna be left alone, or you're gonna die first.
Well, Wes, you already know what I'm going to say, and I want to close the show with this. Someday. Well, I always say, someday we shall all meet by and by. Right? Yeah, but someday you will die. I will die. But also, everyone that ever knew us will also die. It'll be as if we never existed at all.
Yeah.
And that's one. It's like what I remember we were talking earlier before the show, and we were talking about death. We're talking about Canada Day, which you guys, if you want to tune back in tomorrow, you go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell. Apparently, we have done enough to get kicked off YouTube. However, nobody still is aware we exist on YouTube, and that's fine with me. So if you are on YouTube, go fuck yourself. until you come over to Rumble and unfuck yourself. But anyway, one day you will die. One day I will die. And everyone who ever knew us will also die. And it will be as if we never existed at all. But right now, we do exist. It's not for us to judge the lives that come in and out of our lives. You just got to be the best that you can be at that point in time to help the other souls on the road, you know?
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's the best we can do, man. It's like just be the best that we can be.
That's the reason we're here.
And then just share that love with other people. And that's what we're doing, man.
That's the reason we're doing this podcast, motherfucker.
That's for the ones that are lost. Just like us. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're going to leave right there. But hey, look, listen up. Canada Day is tomorrow.
Yeah, it's already Canada Day over here.
Hey.
21 minutes
you're on the devil's time zone. Forget about it.
Hey.
Oh. Hey, shall we play Oh Canada? He says, what is it?
I think it got canceled.
I think it's a standard.
No, wait, hang on. Here's what you gotta do. Dude, hang on. Listen, look this one up. Trust me.
What?
Oh, wait. I don't remember.
You're losing me.
I did that intentionally.
Hello. All right, let me do my presentation.
Are we starting a podcast yet? Or
Oh,
what?
look, how perfect is this? Share.
Wait, let me make you
Is
moderator.
this the song?
What? I don't hear nothing. God damn it.
You don't hear it?
Not a goddamn thing, buddy.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, God, there it is.
I mean, this is your fucking. Hey.
Is it bad that I don't even remember the lyrics?
Hang on. Oh, I do think you know the Star Spangled Banner.
I think I probably know it better than that, but I don't know it. I don't know none of them.
Do you want to sing it? Let's sing it together.
Oh, say,
can
we see from the north
early light
I don't know. I remember that better than
what so proudly we
I
have
don't know none of that.
Twilight's last gleaming through broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Through the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. You don't remember?
I don't. I tried.
Nah, it sounds familiar.
Tried
More
to forget.
familiar than this whole Canada bullshit.
It sure as shit does.
Oh my god, dude! All right, oh Canada is tomorrow. Stop sharing. Hey, listen, man. We appreciate Canada, and we probably should have conquered you, motherfucker.
That's the reason why you appreciate us is because you're coming for a natural resources.
Well, we just leave you guys up there because you're not going to use them.
We got a backup plan, man. We got a backup plan. We got
your backup plan is to go even farther north.
Yeah, we're just gonna go. It's so cold, you motherfuckers don't even know what hit you.
Yeah, you won't be able to handle how cold it is up here.
Wait, we're not ending the show yet, are we?
Well, I mean, do you think we should? I mean, all right, so we like Well, I think we've been on for like over 3 hours. I think that's good enough. And especially if we're doing a show tomorrow.
Wait, we're doing a show tomorrow?
That was your idea, motherfucker.
Ah, fuck.
You advertised that.
Hey, I'll broadcast. I'll head down. I was going to do this last year. Remember, I was going to head down to Canada Day. Remember that? I was going to head down to Canada
Day. First it was Gay Pride Day.
No, but I'm saying it was last year. Last year, I was going to head down and broadcast from Canada
Yeah,
Day.
you ruined everything.
Yeah, but then I found, but anyways, but yeah, so I'll head down there. I'll broadcast.
All right, so for all the secret ins and outs for Canada Day in Ottawa, tune in tomorrow at some point. Hey, look, I've been blowing up the Twitter on the Under the Tree 420, so follow along with that. If not, Dallas the one. Hit me up, I guess. 502-286-8420. That's Wesley Meat Suit. I'm Dallas One. This is Under the Tree 420. Any last words of wisdom? Go fuck yourself.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Don't fly, Boeing.
Yeah, stay off the Boeing airplanes. All right, everybody. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in Under the Tree. Woo!
I love this movie. It gets me every time.
We're just gonna let it spin, bro.
I hear it in my sleep, man. I hear it when I masturbate.
Craig MacArthur.
I heard something about that guy one time.
Hey man, that guy's good, dude. He's good. Listen to Hammer It Out. Look, I'm gonna click end stream, and the greatest thing is Rumble says, "Are you sure you want to end the stream?"
Are you sure? No, you hang on.
I was like, I don't know, maybe we should go another hour.
Let's do another hour. Let's do it.
Should we go another hour?
He's poor bad.
Or just cut the music off, bring it back up. Fuck it.
Get right back. Human missions to Mars in South after astronaut kidney shrinkage revealed.
Fuck Boeing.
I'll tell you, you should probably buy stocks.
Yeah, I should probably not.
They're gonna boing back.
Boing. We're gonna bounce back. Under the Tree 420.